Hello everyone, welcome to Carrot Skin Run, where we explore the world of comics. If you love interesting stories, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any videos. And then he went to the south. She's talking to her friend. After he woke up, I must have seen the letter I left him. Then I agreed. When you wake up, I'll hang out with him. Old school friends advise. I see you're just sympathizing with his plight. To encourage him to recover early, I left him that letter. If so, then you can tell him the truth. She just said, pointing to the south, you should know right now at the Southern Academy, people who want to pursue you, they're all lined up at the school gate. Then, he's just a mediocre high school graduate. From Landoan City, they can be compared to the public young master in South Capital. It's not as sad as you think. I liked him too at first. The most dissuaded friend is the beginning. A year ago, you're still a blurry high school kid. Now, you're already the Academy's all-powerful goddess, not necessarily because of that promise of sympathy, to force myself, become his girlfriend. I think about the barrier. Actually, he's very good. No matter what, he woke up special to find me. I should also meet him in person and try to connect with him. If it really doesn't fit, I'll tell him directly. I won't delay him. It's definitely not appropriate. Your friend says Biga squirts you off long time love. My great goddess of nature. You know what a stupid decision you made. Will break the hearts of many young talents in South Capital. No, there are so many talented people that you don't choose. You picked a fool. I didn't pass the exam at Namdu Academy. A sad plot to protect Minho. Don't say that no matter what. Yes is yes. I'll be with him for a while. If we can't find a common voice, I'll make it clear to him. You just want to be good for a long time. But remember, don't let him take any comfort. You just want to try being somebody's girlfriend. Don't let yourself get into it. You know, after a long talk, get up and leave. I'm glad to see you again. He's coming. I went before. He's actually a very good person. You should also make some friends. She sighed out of boredom. I'm only interested in real men. Brilliant and handsome. The normal guys. In my eyes, it's no different than a frog. At Namdu Superhuman Academy, he stood in front of the academy. This is the South Southern Academy of Super Products. It's even more magnificent, in the imagination. I was secretly determined. I have to pass this year. The feeling of learning here will be great. The two girls thought they were looking at them. Keep whispering to each other. There's a handsome guy looking at us. Hi, look at how he dresses. It looks a little dirty. It must be some guest from the countryside to our Southern Wine Academy to visit here. A flickering shadow passed by. The two girls are a long time ago. WA is so beautiful. That a girl like me. I'm about to drop this. Two girls talk about her beauty. She's not the goddess in the charts. Influential figures of our school. I heard that Grand Duke buy a bunch of super expensive flowers to confess publicly, but was coldly rejected. I feel like he's probably a soft tie. He is so handsome. He is the founder of one of the 3 largest corporations in South Africa. What girl can refuse? Minho. A long time ago, the name startled the two girls. Minho moves forward hesitantly. Long time no see. I almost didn't recognize you. Both of you have changed a lot. Become more handsome, so become more temperamental. I was secretly delighted. Compliments are so sweet. Just tilt your head and invite me to go. I can invite you for coffee. The two girls fluttered after they left. They drink coffee together. I've been dating the same man for a long time. Probably just friends. Old thoughts pop up in my head. Should we mention that? That's it. It's been a year. I can't believe she invited me out for coffee. I just wanted not to be difficult. Just behave like that. Give me a good person card for over a year. Red face asks you to take the initiative. In love, then hold hands, right? But this was supposed to be his first move. Long shy away from your eyes. He doesn't he want to kiss me? But around so many people in the meantime. Min thinks the opposite. It's absolutely impossible to be a couple. It's good to be a normal friend like this. It's like in high school. Went to the 3-story cafe. Everyone around, they were surprised by her appearance. Long time ago goddess. I pulled up the chair. Everyone seems to know you. I have also heard the words of Lamdu before. You're now the great star of the Superhuman Academy. Modestly said. It's just getting a couple of compliments. Everyone remembers my face. That's right. You came to Nando specifically to find me. Minho turned to the waiter who brought the coffee. Continue the story. I'm actually here for a special entrance exam. Although the exam failed, but I still want to go to your Superhuman Academy. Repeat the special enrollment period. This seems a bit difficult. Minho replied. Just came to try it. Convenient to see the largest city in our south. Long hesitated to ask. So where are you? Asked a question outside, but in her heart she was confused. My place is very big. It's like our first day together. It is not suitable for Aira. This is the first time people fall in love. Minho calmly explained. The place has not been found yet, but I'm going to rent a fitting room. Heard. Special enrollment has a lot of procedures and assessments. It's still slow. I think your face is a little unusual. Your face is red. Is there anything wrong with it? You said nothing. I can help you listen to the application process. If you pass the exam, then we can be school friends again. It is also more convenient to be together later. There are unconsciously naive thoughts in my heart. I heard it wrong when we were together. It would be more convenient to study together. Back to BA. I often read books with her in the library. Long time now. Now so beautiful is elite. There must be a lot of boys in the academy. Maybe he has a boyfriend now. I admire his boyfriend. I wonder if you've met the right person. Did you encounter anything when you were outside the maze? I told you well. One on the head with tentacles, the girl's skin is white. It's very aggressive. I remember the shape of the moon. You go on about how she seduced people. And it seems to be very good at camouflage. From a certain distance in that maze. It looks a lot like a woman with long hair. Both of them are constantly talking about love. The creature in the maze, maybe. I'm also a superhuman now. This is my badge. How did you escape? That creature could be dangerous. Hunter badge. There was a blonde standing outside. Look at them. You've got a badge in your hand. A few months after I woke up, I'm also exercising my powers, being afraid of hunting. I hope I can do it again this year from the beginning. Super Institute Namdu. We're supposed to study here together. Even though my first year failed. There will be no regrets this year. Have fun looking at the badge. It turned out a few months later, when I woke up, I didn't come to me because I was trying. He remembered that promise. The stranger came to call Minho. He took the badge of his own accord. Your old classmates are getting funnier. Han Yang despises you. Do you know, students get into the Superhuman Academy their first year. What is the lowest power? It's the magic moon. He is a criminal. He despises you for making fun of you. You're still in high school. You're still an intern. Don't make fun of others. I was embarrassed to call. You're my old classmate. He changed his attitude suddenly and changed his mind. Minho is here. Why didn't you tell us for an hour? He laughed arrogantly. I could have a class meeting. Let's call our BA friends. It's more fun to gather a little. Long face meditation. Nasty, but I just want to talk to you. Minho shook hands chasing the criminal Kai. Yes. We have something important to say. You better not bother. Fen Kai gritted his teeth in anger. I told him someone was calling for order. Politely answer the phone, yes. I said, no matter how upset he is, just keep quiet. Force him to put the medal on the table. Then turn your back in anger. He was angry and wearing glasses. You dare to despise me. You're such a scum. And yet Theo went all the way to the Southern Sublime Academy. Now, has long been the great star of the Southern Capital Academy. Why do you deserve it? I'm the genius of the long run. I answered the phone at the cafe. I came to pick you up. She hurriedly told Mr. I have an urgent matter to deal with right now. I can't sit with you anymore. Sorry, he replied politely. I'll see you later. I'll come to cheer for you. She said goodbye and left. What happened to you two? A man wearing black glasses with double hair, polite to welcome long meditation, long jerking delicate taking leaves stick on long hair. Things are a little urgent. They need your power to control electricity. Get in the car and say, we need to get there quickly. You can answer. Minha inside the restaurant misunderstood. He sighed a little. That's the SAO's and Lot's boyfriend. It's still going to bother her less. At a special enrollment location, in a large arena. Two men are talking to each other. It's not that the selection process ended a few months ago. Why is there still enrollment here? The two of them kept talking. This is a special enrollment period, every year after the new students are admitted. Newly organized, it says special enrollment. It's just the back door. If you really have the ability. He also passed the regular entrance examination. That's what it turns out. Minha stopped in front of the entrance. A stranger came to greet Minha. Hi, your friend also came to participate in special enrollment. Then you to come in together. Yeah, so let's go together. Minha looked at Minha's clothes. Your friend is low enough. I grabbed my collar. What did you say? They both talked about your clothes. The clothes you wear from head to toe add up to 300 yuan. It's not true. They stood under the great square. Each word interspersed with each other. You piece of shit. How much money does your family give to the school? Donating you like that is not okay. We are all special students. Who doesn't know this special enrollment is going through the back door? Minha laughing this summer. Let me tell you before Cho, my family advised to donate 700,000 yuan to the school in exchange for my admission. I came here today to have a form. Suddenly, there is this. He enlightens me. Turns out you don't know this, brother. You're an ironhead. No contribution, no one can pass. Namdo's special enrollment. Minha said Cho has rules to avoid the investigation of Linhai. I was just hearing about this special enrollment. You should come and try it. Linhai next to make fun of Hao. You are a pure man. Namdo Academy has no shortage of genius. What is required for special enrollment? But because the students are in difficult circumstances, Southern Institute has established a large number of scholarships. But really, how much does society contribute? Money is not enough at all to subsidize our poor students. Minha forced his mouth to ask again. So this particular entrance exam, it's just a decoration. The goal is for people to donate money. Go to the back door. You're not stupid. For people like me to say, 700,000 yuan in one exchange. Admission to the Southern Academy is not called disadvantaged. Then there's no hope for me. The dog seems to be helpless. It gives you a little more confidence to make more money. Try a little this year too. Don't be discouraged if you don't pass the exam. The next year you worked hard. We're going to need $7 million for the school. Once a lifetime of hard work. Someone outside can shout. The teacher looks strict. Go to Thu. I'm the matriarch of the 10 matches. These two are the mortuary market and the mortuary market. Here's the roll call. It's from the east. Yes. Everyone's on the roll. Penguin High is here. I've closed the list. Enough people. The content of today's special test is you. Before the end of the sentence, Lin Hai spoke up. Master, there is another friend here. His name is Min Hao. I think I missed his name. He turned the page. There is still one more page. It's because the government is closing in. It's at the top of the list. Then his face turned up and he called out his name. He then continued the words that had been cut off earlier. Okay, this special hiring review. There are a total of 5 segments. A metrological mannequin brought out by the teacher's assistant for test items, special physical strength, and combat practice. The voice is still explaining. This is the carpentry force, based on superhuman endowment. That people have filled out before. We'll have different standards. He said he challenged Minha, you go ahead. Your gift is power. Type of hurricane capacity. So we need to gain 1,500 pounds. Even an admission opportunity would kick you out. If it is not achieved, you can directly leave. Lin Hai whispered to me. They're starting to advise you to retreat. Minha approaches the mannequin, thinking silently. This is similar to the Hunters Association experiment. I'm starting to get dark. Last time it was 1,000 pounds. He was still out of technique towards the fist. Keep your eyes focused on the target in front of you. A powerful punch is unleashed. Immediately, mannequin of carpentry force equipped with punch, fly 1,000 yards away, and the mannequin's debris just sort of crash. Everyone around me is open-mouthed. This power is terrible. I didn't even expect the enrollment. Before your ability, they shouted one by one. It's blown up, it's blown up. Now on top of the mannequin is 2,200 kilos. That's your punching power. The enrollment teacher is sweating cold Minha. Superhuman ability, the first to reach the basic category. It's unfair that you use your power. Because of damaged equipment that supports other students, others are also considered successful. Continue to the next item. The last blow made my hand smoke. It's even more surprising when you don't have to do anything to pass the exam. I don't care if you are surprised by the arrogant people. Hi, this is our superpower. People who pass through have a lot of money. Assistant teacher San told Mr. Tanmatch. This guy looks very capable. Could you consider hiring him? He scowled to repeat the old story. Every year we refuse. Countless contestants have absolute scores in the written test. Maybe they're all recruited now. The two tutors next to him also discussed the matter. That's right, South Capital University. We all have people with this kind of ability, but if they don't have minds, it's easy to die in combat. They seem to agree that the admission is also correct. If he doesn't have an official letter of recommendation, not even the right to register him. The list of assistant teachers is clear. Manhwa is nominated by the government. 10 matches coolly focus on eliminating Manhwa. Rear high difficulty score setting. Just throw it out. He looked indifferently at the sports field. The second category is that the speed of this place is very high. You can run and dodge at will. Start to another category within the specified time. Was knocked down by this general level red text hunting leopard. Considered and qualified. A trainer. With the ferociously peculiar leopard next door. These are the contestants this year. Yantan ordered the assistant teacher. Do people go out to the yard to prepare the time meter? They said yes. The student said quietly to the small newspaper owner. His eyes were creepy, and he said something horrible. Let your pet first. Let's get this guy named Manhwa out of this game. He glanced over. Then Sao Yantan calmly replied. Then depending on the situation, set the way for other students. If you let them actually do it, they can't get through a post. He is clear yes. 10 matches, get out of the yard. The exam begins. So the trainer started patting the little leopard's ass. Linhai gritted her teeth. Start running wild. He was the first target of the tabloid. I'm very confused about what the situation is. The instructor bit his lip and held the number 700. The coach glanced back and thought. This guy donated so much. I was going to let the little leopard warm up. And then you whistle. This person cannot. The leopard tried to grab High Spirit, but I heard the signal to stop. The little leopard pretended to scratch his back. It's like a professional actor. And automatically fall over. Manhwa stood at a distance analyzing this red text hunting leopard. Although the general level, but it doesn't seem very strong. It's Manhwa's turn to run this category. Looks like we can get through. The little leopard was in tears after the fall. Start looking at you. The trainer started whistling. This guy may have a sign. Straight to Manhwa. It's starting to pick up. Tight muscles. Intrinsically charged on the head. It's like a strong current of energy gathering. I'm starting to see something wrong. A tingling sensation running down the spine. I suddenly feel a chill in my back. Suddenly there's a howl in the wind. The leopard appeared right behind him. Too fast to react. Manhwa could only turn around. Then its sharp claws swung up. Flashes of light on the surface. Its legs turned like a whirlwind. Reflexes so fast that they startle you. What's going on? It wasn't the Sao cat. It started screaming. His eyes were burning as if to burn everything around him. His whole body twitched, then rushed to make you run for your life. Who this emergency braking system and 100-meter acceleration, to be so perverted? Why did he run away? New ideas quickly pop up in your mind. As the only way to save the situation, you have to take it to the other contestants. Let it chase them. You act quickly, hastening a step past a contestant. This kid has time to take a selfie. The leopard passed the contestant and kept chasing him. It's just focused on chasing Manhwa. My burning eyes never leave me. No matter how many competitors. I feel this around me. Suddenly there was an unspeakable anger in my heart. So many contestants. Why did he just kick his own damn ass? Is there cough syrup on the creator? Take a deep breath. Manhwa suppressed anger in his heart. Follow me, right? Let you expand your knowledge of my true speed. When I finished, I walked very fast. These months of physical training, it's not in vain. The leopard's beginning to understand what just happened. Both engaged in an unequal chase. Manhwa's running speed is so fast. Creates a thick smoke. Is this still human? This speed is too fast. The assistant couldn't see clearly and adjusted his glasses. This speed has surpassed the vast majority of superhumans. It's a fake moon. Tan is also amazing. Fast speed does not mean strong endurance. There's still 15 minutes. 15 minutes later the panther started to get tired and panting, while Minha only shed a few drops of sweat. What's new and can't run anymore? I just warmed up my body. Minha with a challenging voice. His eyes were cold as if to pierce the night. You've been chasing me. Now it's my turn to fire you. Let me catch you. I'll brush your teeth. Little panicked newspaper, eyes that light up. I am confused and scared by your attitude. Minha chased back the small newspaper. Even the old man can only open his mouth. 15 minutes later. I can't hide my satisfaction with myself. Challenge yourself to play for a while. We've learned it from the speed spinner. The trainer was crying and begging for the little leopard. Your classmate, spare my little animal. When the student finished speaking, he hurriedly turned and left. There's no I knocked out. All the contestants are through. He sweats in the face of injustice. That's right. Move to category B, reaction. Two tutors standing in front of a strange big tree. The third category is reaction. This is a dead tree, contaminated by the radiation of the genius stars. It's called the devil tree. The tree was cut off. We've been pruning this evil tree. The assistant teacher approached with a knife. You will not be in danger of your life. But was hit. It can also be injured. He pointed a knife at his finger. Just drop a few drops of blood on your body, then it will come alive, and will frantically attack the creatures that live around it. He started with a knife. Prick a small bleeding line on the finger. Bleeding fingers pressed on the trunk activate the refuge. The tree has awakened. The withered branches suddenly moved. They're starting to roll in. Following. When you read the name of the AI, you enter the red area. After passing the test, go to the blue area. Behind me, there is. And then he had to face the devil. Assistant teacher of Tan's advice. This guy is really not bad. Better than most other candidates. Maybe consider hiring him. Even though it says special enrollment, the majority needs donations. But you should also take two. For the talented people of society. Like this Minha guy. But Tan still insists. I told you. In the basic category is more prominent. It doesn't say anything. Assistant teacher. That's right. It's a special enrollment. It has to be very strict. In his heart he thought. I don't know if it's because of Sao, but the teacher seems to hate Minha very much. In fact, before that, there was a parent who bribed him with money. Even though the donation quota is over. But there's not still Sao social quotas. My son came home a few days ago. Missed the official exam. Also missed donations for the special exam. But it's a rare talent. This money is considered as my funding. In addition, I've donated another 6 million to the academy for receiving donations. So, he can't do left. You have to drag the guy down. Yes, admission is especially strict. The branches of the tree back and forth to let Trat jump up. It doesn't seem very fast. Haha, it was avoided. 5 minutes later, the assistant announced that he had reached the next person. Self-satisfied Trach. The power of money is easy to use. One by one to the next. The trees also stink back and forth. Then the assistant teacher gave it to me. Say the name of the next person. Minha hugs his headboard. Could the bias be a little more obvious? Now it's your turn. The admissions officer's sharp eyes glanced. Assistant lecturer Stone. I know what he means, psychic. He immediately took the knife. An incision in the palm of the hand. Put your hand on it. The more blood you draw, the stronger the evil tree will be. Slowly enjoy the taste of being cruelly beaten. The devil's tree is sucking more blood and becoming more ferocious. Bright Eyes 5 lay opponent. The tree's branches began to move. It hits hard towards Minha, but I was quick to dodge. The last blow cracked the ground. You indifferent to understand. I knew right away that was it. Minha starts the defense ready. Tree branches ready to strike harder. Immediately he jumped up high dodging the blow of the devil tree. I'm so calm. Bullets can't even hit me. As fast as lightning. You've dodged all its tricks. Consider his hidden gifts as Sao ornaments. Assistant lecturer hugging worried head. Why didn't you hit it like this? Mr. Tan started to get angry. The devil tree attacked so slowly. Assistant professor, are you favoring him? I'll control it right here, said the assistant instructor. He closed his eyes and added a knife to his hand. Just this time. He then cut his hands full of blood. He put his whole hand on the button. The devil's tree is empowered. His eyes changed immediately. Turned into a cold, spooky stare. The power of the devil's tree is pouring out. It's aware of the infinite power I have just been given, directly in front of your prey. The devil's tree began to hit hard. Calm down and close your eyes. Feel. Or you can train your auditory response. The evil tree with the power has just been awakened. Start swinging the sharp branches, like the ROI. Excavate towards manhwa. When you don't need to open your eyes, they also avoid all ROI. And everyone is quiet and open-mouthed. The sun is shining 7. Another student complained loudly. At Sao Devil Tree attack. You keep falling down next to him. Why can't you just stab him in the body? If you don't wear it, try it. It made him shiver. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Back to manhwa is preparing to launch the trick. Series of illusions of manhwa created at lightning speed through each layer of trees. 5 minutes later, the people around me were stunned, and the admissions teacher just hugged his head angrily. That reaction is too scary. Is this still a person? The evil tree is about to collapse from exhaustion. When I face you, it's like exercising a match. Immediately reached out his chest. Not bad, not bad. This devil tree reaction training is so effective. The assistant teacher is now unconscious, losing too much blood due to the teacher's health problems. End review manhwa reached. The assistant teacher pointed earnestly at the list paper. This reaction rate, he's already passed most of the people in school. All 3 categories exceeded the criteria. Talents like this are rare. I think I can recruit him to the academy. When he heard it, he shouted angrily. How many students? Excellent performance in previous assessments. We lost contact in the war. If it's a special recruitment, more comprehensive assessment is needed. 1 items that can be relaxed. Students are now pampered from a young age. Lack of courage, wits and real combat experience. Then he gave me a separate test. War is the best test. He's tired of getting into the next category. And the assistant teacher is being mentored by the students. Assistant teachers have to suffer so much. In the medical room, the sound of that AI sighing. Lecture jelly market. There's nothing that can't be overcome. It's just your uncle's girlfriend sneaking around. Cuckold you. Why does this person constantly blame the preaching market? Are you looking for death like this? The assistant teacher was crying over me. It's not that I'm doing a special admissions review. Feed the devil tree with blood, until the anemia. The Kia voice continued to scold. It's not clear that we won't talk about this anymore. Why do you think I believe it? You should listen to your brother. If you want a good life, you should have some forest. I'm so sorry, can't you remind me? Don't mention it, okay. He is willing to let him go. But don't do anything stupid in the future. He sighed with 2 tears. I don't have me. Go to the next round. They go to a room with a sphere in the middle. That AI's voice boomed in front of the sphere. The final test is simple. Check your level of superhuman genius. According to the documents that we have, the genius of manhwa is Baktran. Manhwa wonder, sir, why not take this test first? What if the other rounds pass? But this round didn't pass. You don't have to drink the previous test SAO. The teacher said furiously. The rules are the rules. I won't give in to you either. You are the rule. He turned around. What did you say? Nink responded with nothing. Are you the first one again this time? I was annoyed at the end. Then ask the assistant to continue the work. Others in order. The assistant teacher cut you off and took notes. She's upset, yes, so let me step up and let me go first. Your hands on the sphere. The orb that emits purple light, the death level shield. Manhwa raised his hand number 1 in praise without realizing it. It turned out to be death. Everyone else stepped up and laid hands. Go to the others. When they put their hands on it, they emit a purple light. Neng said it's all death class. 10 match master correction glasses lower voice. I took a look at your documents, manhwa. You for an hour. He kept talking. Last June, I used to take the Southern Academy exam. We go back to the past. Manhwa is only at the Bach Bear level and does not pass. The teacher's voice. Absolute point theory. But God's grace is white. And it's also a hidden superhuman genius. There's no fighting value. Annoyed, I asked him what he wanted to say. Tan1 Matt chuckled. All the things I learned, it's all BA level theory. But I didn't learn any important knowledge. He emphasized more. In college, the first lesson I learned was supernatural gifts can change. There's a kind of matter called destiny, extracted from the person of the special monster. His voice all said. In front of a blue jewel 6. To the purple jewel. It shows that everyone has a different gift. Superhuman beings can use fate to change his inherent superhuman endowment, gain new superhuman abilities, Wait, Tran, but even death can be changed. Just enough money is to be able to make your own superhuman endowment. Become stronger. A student, they are proud of the power of money. 10 match probe. Now I understand why these people. Do you have a superhuman endowment of death? Minha hesitated to say, supernatural gifts can change. Master, please adjust the judge's tie. Yes, you are excellent. 3 rounds of testing before you outperformed them. But this round makes you through. He said in a pleasant tone, glancing at you. You know our special enrollment period. Is there a lowest standard? That is the. At least have a superhuman endowment of the soul. I remember Minha's punch, my strong fist. Every one of your skills is on display. Lightning fast speed. And finally, perfect reaction power. Traitorous haughty, he asked again. Do you know the soul? It's about how destructive it is. For a fake superhuman. That's controlling the fire, the rain, the thunder. I don't blame the storm. He preached against the will of Minhao. Make Sao confront the Middle East soul, meaning that only the superhuman endowment of the dead soul has. I softly replied, I know you despise your power. But don't know that you're 100 times higher than your rank. Middle extreme soul, meaning can help fake superheroes create destructive forces beyond the body's extreme many times. They even threaten the creatures. They are higher than their own level. He laughed heartily. Haha, I know myself a little bit. No matter how perfect your basic items are, it can't be compared to the soul of any contestant. It's already here. He walked up to the stage in front of the eyes of many people. Thanks for the reminder. If one's basic items are already very strong, Minnie doesn't care what he says. Continue to respond. When the middle pole soulful, the destructive force that person can create will be stronger. Suddenly in the sphere came out the image of Bhakti. Maybe it's just luck. Minha is about to put his hand on the power measurement sphere. Minha hands put up immediately. Listen below the derision. Take self-indignity. The sphere started to glow and slowly turned blue. Assistant teacher, the amazement. That was her hidden, divine gift. Now it's a superhuman endowment. It seems to be her fists. Assistant lecturer added, it's only blue that you look at me. I thought you were in the infirmary. The sphere began to flash a purple light. And then it's completely turned bright purple. It's a very different kind of ability. Compared to the previous contestants, Tan matches the voice of death. He calmed down and shouted. Sao may not be on the document. I told him he was white. You have a chance to make fun of him, sir. I just gave a class on that one. Superhuman endowments can be modified and changed. Last year white didn't mean. This year is still white. Linhai raised her hand to praise Minhao. My brother is very good. Minhao glanced at the sphere. The sphere continues to flash red. The power will increase. You modestly pull out your hand. Little Ho praised you very well. Concealing power is the #1 rule of survival. There's no need for mindless fools. I know you're at the red level. He seriously clasped his hand down. Directly opposite to Yin Tan. By the way, it looks like you've met the standard. He is powerless before others. Dare to utter every word up to the standard. He proudly folded his hands in front of him. Thank you for affirming me before. If everyone's a death class soul, maybe my first test score was the highest. The teacher's assistant from beginning to end spoke for you. Of course, Minha, you're outstanding. He was more angry. Don't worry, there's still the last round of fighting. The Sand teacher is facing you. Sao does not directly participate in the enrollment period. With your success, you will definitely get high. The teacher and his assistant left. Dimai, go to the next room and rest. We're going to have a real battle test later. To a room with a notice hanging. There's a special enrollment today. We need high-level students. Volunteer to help post-visa war. I hope you are excited to participate. 10 matches hugging head swearing. That son of a bitch tried to mess with the teacher. Add all to the fire. Maybe he's a good student at another academy. To deliberately cause trouble for our southern academy. Someone knocked on the door and walked in. It is a crime to enter. Master, I heard there's a special enrollment today. Need high-level students. We volunteered to help with the field exam. See if you can. The teacher looked at him. Remember when you went to school last year? I'm the one with the 3rd grade. Of Landoong City. I've been training at the academy for a year. If you're the real subject of a contestant's fight, it seems a little unfair to these contestants. Assistant teacher from beginning to end flattering 10 match. I want him to be satisfied. You should make your own decisions. If it's a special enrollment, be strict. Out. I was in the top 10 for the second year. Our academy. Smiling, I chose you. He stood up and slammed his hands down on the table. Maybe he found the general. Decide to win on this chessboard. Battle arena. A large arena appeared. Min Hang sat with Lin Hai in the audience. You said a lot of students came. Real battle section. He littered around looking for a long time. It's been a while. She's got a boyfriend. Assistant instructor announcements are public. The students of the school can come to see the fight. Match teacher Tan crossed his hands out. Seeing fair said. Public fair. To avoid people saying we're abusing power. Assistant lecturer read the announcement. I'm going to read the list now. Ninha against Kai Bang. Lin Hai war criminals. To fight the thought of Tenha from the east. Fight the poor King Long. The audience is talking. No offense in the top 10. The real battle table of my lock. That's right. He's good. Everyone cheered. To break the law is to break the law. You are so cute. You are so cute. He walked out looking cool. He told Min Hai, his former classmate. We meet again. You're so cool. He laughed out loud. He warned you. The academy arranged it so I ran out of ways. Although we are BA friends. But don't expect me to kill you right now. But inside he thinks badly. I'm going to punch you out of your teeth today. Follow for a long time. From Landuang Theo to Namdu just like flies. Something like you deserve. You said I wouldn't hold my hand. I thought to myself. I've been watching you for a long time, fake. The fight begins. The offender's hands are blowing. He threatened you. You still don't know me. That's what makes the wind breathe. He flew to him with the wind. A tornado was created flying towards Min Hao. Min Hao swing Tay. Sharp eyes. Directly confront the tactics of the criminal Kai. Min Hao's punch created a big explosion. The perpetrator was knocked out. His eyes began to be alert. I said coldly. Just in time for the previous 4 rounds, it helped to heat up the person. I will seriously play with you. You tell him the truth. From BA level, I hate two-faced people like you. He is angry and insults Min Ha Dao onto sides. What right do you have to face me? Scum can't get into the superhuman academy. I've been with you for a long time. Enough room to bother me. Enough to laugh at me behind my back. I remember the moments he made. How can you laugh at this? And the face confesses love to the flower endowed with death. Here is the picture, and Six Hong Hong told me a lot of stories. You cooperate with other students to play tricks on me. He laughed in your face and said he was kidding you. You say that without being ridiculous. Look at you now, a wanderer. Let's get some strength training. Is to feel good about yourself. Can you pass the Southern Academy? I need to prank you. I don't care about you. He laughed at me. I asked him so loudly, why did you show up here? I did it at the school's request. The offender replied. You said that, teacher. Assistant teacher San spoke up. She's recommending herself, and it's only by name. I want to be your real opponent again. His face became very uncomfortable. He was discovered and told me to his face. I found it myself. It's the entrance exam. Especially your field judge. I said you're not up to standard, is substandard. You don't deserve a superhuman academy. Not worth the long time, he shouted. You answer him. Where did you create it before? You're there to destroy the atmosphere. Same thing a few days ago. Obviously, the person I dated was a long time ago. But you run too. I remember talking about it at the cafe. Is the monthly alcohol level. If you like long, the main road, main pursuit. If you can follow it, that's what you're capable of. What does it mean to mess with me everywhere? Or did you confess to her? He was coldly rejected. To hide the 7 failures in my heart. So we have to do our best to create you feel better than your people. The guy just took off his jacket. He's freaking out. Then, why do I see that you are an eyesore? What are you? A place as divine as a superhuman academy. It's a place where people like you can get in. Is there a special enrollment? It's ridiculous. They're just supposed to carry cement on construction sites. Deliver on the stinking streets. I went to wash dishes, ate at some shitty diner. The stench of the lower classes. It's coming out of your bones. You can reach the job. This fake superhuman career. The criminal clearly reveals his rotten nature. Repeatedly say contemptuous words, Min Hao. I laughed and said, that's it. This is your real face. It makes people feel more comfortable. The 2 faces before. He said, but the level of attack increases, not decreases. He arrogantly said, "You still don't know," he said. "Now is the time for you to get off the bridge. I'm your judge. I'm serious, it's good. I've wanted to hit you for a long time, but I'm a little poor. I don't want to pay you for your medicine." The cold eyes became serious. Lin-hai picked up her shirt and said, "You finally hit it." I said coldly, "If it's an exam, then I definitely don't need to pay for the drugs. Minha quo hand boots. And again for creation, another good reason to hit you." He laughed ridiculously funny. "Do you know, create 5 of the top 10 real battle tables of keys based on you." I can't even finish my sentence yet. It was a very strong blow to the person he had saved, but still being thrown away by too much punching force. Thunderstorm Phase 2. Minha continues to attack. Thunderstorm Phase 2. He stomped his feet and cracked the ground. Relaunch the attack doesn't give you a little bit of a loophole. A chin hook. Flying all the teeth of the gate into the sky. The criminal Kai controls the wind. He regains his balance. He wiped his blood, his nose, his eyes full of spines. He was angry to the top. He flew up into the air with his signature. Raw with a direct blow to Minha. He's up in the air repeatedly whipping Raw down on him. A series of attacks from his hands. The dust is flying. Come even closer. If you can't get close enough, do it. What's the use of fighting me with a good fist? Nothing compares to my superhuman abilities. He grinned with his teeth. Lin Chen mid-level Feng Mang. He kept using violence against him. Feng Mang intermediate spirit. He threw the giant wine towards Minha. He gently replied, "Sao spirit technique. Your hand absorbs the sand from the ground." Tay Minha's authority covered the sand. He is ready to launch a counterattack. The villain's trick looks like a dragon. The wind is falling. He laughed, and suddenly something hit him. A giant sand punch flying straight at him. SA mainstay buzzing audience. This is our top 15 too. Beaten up like this by a student who hasn't enrolled yet. Everyone in the audience is excited. This person is so good. No one is dating for a long time. The girl before I saw Minha go to gym with a long time to speak. He said he forgot to tell you. My superhuman genius also has a hidden power. His body is ready to perform a secret trick. He screamed out the maneuver. That's why I'm more angry. Then, more and more control the wind's breath. He called his name Minha. His hands have accumulated a huge amount of room. He has a way of talking to you. Help me reach my strongest state. It worked. His eyes lit up with meaning. Long quiet storm. A giant tornado created in the middle of the ring. Audience on other radio buzzing. God, this is the soul. Only the soul level endowment can be developed. This far away. It also scares people. It's a real offense. People started to panic. Matchmaster, this is the entrance exam. How can the judge use the meaning of the soul? This is taboo. Assistant teacher San told the enrollment teacher, but he was silent. He arrogantly shouted. What's the use of your brute force? It's over. Minha, feel the despair. This is the soul of others. Minha was surprised. Compared to Minha, he laughed. The soul is also different. The same battle of Fan Kai. It's quite strong at the death level. This kid's got a stone fight certificate. I don't know how to measure myself. Assistant lecturer said Matchmaster. The heap will be in danger. Minha ran quickly. Lin-hai worried loudly. Minha is swallowed up. People in the audience are worried. Matchmaker, he just silently swallowed. If you really want to beat that guy, you should put your mind to it. Free up your soul. Minha said softly. It's a chatter. Only. Make yourself look like an incompetent lunatic. Minha's eyes were burning purple. I'm incompetent. I want to save a little face for you. But look, now you have to go back to the hospital. Stay in bed. He proudly said. Storm means long power. Fully promote 100% power. Minha's strategy. Still strong fists from my right hand. The tornado is about to fall. The instrument gives a right to cover the strong ultraviolet light. Minha is about to launch. The right to punch the criminal Kai. He has no way to escape now. His eyes saw the light. A fist of Minha flew too. Your fists make him fly away. The smoke is flying blind. Minha ended with fuming hands. A hole in the middle of the criminal. His body was destroyed after a trick of Minha. He stopped the movement on his arm, emitting purple smoke. Everyone in the audience is silent. Team 5 students only opened their mouths. The criminal had no strength. He fell down. How do you do it? He snapped. It can absorb the surrounding solvent to become my own power. This solvent includes your wine breath. Minha presented. The Sao technique could be the spirit technique. He was helpless to say. How can you use spiritual techniques? You can defeat my soul. If I use the soul, maybe you've broken your bones. Anyway, old school friends, so I've got some face for you. Minha just said. He looked at the wicked man who had fallen at his feet. Your soul means you can develop your soul. Stupid, Minha has just passed the endowment test. Superhuman genius is also the level of death soul. Even the soul doesn't use it. I have defeated you, Linhai came to ridicule. Why do you have the gift of death? Obviously, it's clear at the test that you're white-faced. He shivered trying to get up and stop talking. Hurry up and roll. Medical staff say people will grow up. Stay in the hospital for a few months. Your wound is not light. Minha gently replied. This is the strength of the top 10. You can go weak. Watch out later. The fact that our brothers chanted dance in the capital. It's not that hard. Dante, you agree with Minha Linhai and his shoulders. The Southern Academy has many geniuses. No one can withstand a blow like a transgression. Violation of blood. Receivin. Admitted to the students in the audience shouting matches. The power of the men is clear. If you don't even accept it, it's probably going to provoke a lot of criticism. Assistant teacher sans small talk. Master, maybe, I've been an honorary student of the Superhuman Academy. It's a South dollar. Don't be too pleased. Once upon a time the Academy of Superhuman. There's no shortage of geniuses better than you. He spoke up. You should be a little more strict when applying. For example, the types of students who are like, you don't know the wall. Top 10 Superhuman Academies in South Capital, we go to the door. Later. Affect the reputation of the Southern Superhuman Academy. It's not good. Minha said quietly to the enrollment teacher. Later. I need a strict judge so I can find you. I'm sure you don't want to put anyone in school. He can't get in all his life. He gritted his teeth in anger. Congratulations. I became a student of the Southern Supernatural Academy. After entering the academy, don't be arrogant, humble and studious. More respect for teachers. Let's see how the teacher is. To assistant teachers laugh, you do not be excessive. Do you need to pay for the hospital? This student is not a student fighting. Forbiddens to use the soul. You break the rules of self-suffering. Why should I pay for him? Matchmaker told me I'm not short of money. The criminal tried his best to speak up. Have you ever seen someone oppress you? But I've never seen anyone want that. To pay for his own hospital bills. Always there. He laughed and made him bleed again. He bled again, and the paramedic said. Then other competitions. It is also completed smoothly. Back to the outside of the academy. Goodbye. My dad wanted to congratulate me on being back. Linhai, goodbye Minha. Brother of a strange girl called Minha. I just went to Namdu Academy. I'm not familiar with this place yet. Right, let's make friends. I can be your guide. Thank you. I want to know how to visit the library. Minha scratched his head shyly replied. I want to go to the library at the same time as you do. Let's go together. Girls happily replied. You look so coincidental in the back. I can't finish the sentence yet. My sister and Minha are high school friends for me. It's better to be a guide for him. Thank you for your enthusiasm. Long time to speak. The girl was sweating quietly for a long time. So make a friend. His phone is broken and he is repairing it. The SIM number is broken and needs to be replaced. Long time folded hands look uneasy. Then the girl gave up. How did you know I had to change my phone? There was something wrong with the phone before. Your wife's daughter knows you like that. I'm sure you passed the test. With a very outstanding record. It didn't take long to say in a sulky voice. It works normally, not expected. In the end, the real enemy is an old classmate. They violate our revelation. He gave me up. Mint modestly replied to him in surprise. Didn't he mess with you everywhere before? There are some people who are on the outside, but it's actually just the code. Minha replied that the perpetrator Kai in the medical room was sneezing. Anyway, congratulations to you, Minha. We've become classmates again, that's right. We're classmates again. To have fun walking on the road, a new journey awaits them. 34 is glad to say. Anyway, congratulations to you, Minha. We've become classmates again. I laughed, that's right. We're classmates again. Minha is finally living her college life. that I've wanted for a long time. The road is full of poetry. The beautiful road is welcoming Minho in front of the vast training ground. The training ground of the academy is extremely large. The student road is very busy. The students here are very crowded. Classic-style classrooms and libraries. Namdu students have very good facilities. Basic outline of the fight of fake super products. To the classroom setting. The teacher is giving a lecture. In the Transcendent Fighting Endowment, every one of the fake superheroes will master some key abilities everybody knows. We divide the superhuman genius right into 5 levels. Grade White Tran, Blue Spirit, the Holy Spirit. I asked that. What is the main ability of the White House? Ask a question to the class. This girl replied. Consciously answer fluently with the owner of the endowment. Sublime level white ceiling. Their bodies will be different from ordinary people. Memory done. And again, if you had hard work, it's possible to break through some of the limits of the athlete. He said yes. Once we realized that some qualities of athletes, like power, speed is the limit of the human body. He explained, but in the age of the Sublime Ra, most of the fake superheroes are superior to them. This is the main power of the superhuman. White we call this superhuman physical. He put a finger up, of course. People at different levels of white, it will have different characteristics. For example, there are people who are extremely fast. Some people have great power. Normally, the admission criteria of our Southern Capital Academy is, you just need to meet one of the 4 criteria. Speed, power, react and fight. Master, I have a friend. He checked out that he has a natural endowment. His strength and reaction are up to standard. Why wasn't it admitted? A boy raised his hand to make a speech that made Minho, his mind presented. This is the next thing we're going to talk about. Grade Lam Lin. What is the main capacity of Lam Lin's endowment? Maybe you can get into the Southern Academy. Everybody knows that. But even so, I still have to explain the details again to you. Lam Lin Grantee, it's not just the sublime quality of the white earth. It also has a special ability. Separate. Do you have a show for us? Of course not. To break any device in the classroom. Master, let me. A girl with white hair and blue eyes spoke up. My superhuman genius is Nguyen Quang. Lin Keen Lam Nin is blind. People can feel it a little bit. Everybody close your eyes. If you close your eyes, people can't see your soul. Then I let out a weak light. It's okay. I can control Nguyen Quang's weak strength. Finish talking. The girl raised her hand and gave off a magical light. The girl clasped her hand tightly. The light began to shine through the entire room. Minho was tied up so he covered his eyes. Don't panic, people. Close your eyes first. Over a 2-minute market. It will fully recover, guys. This is the spiritual breakthrough. Minho slowly opened his eyes. Raw. Who has superhuman endowment? Lam Lin. Not only have superhuman physical, there's also a special technique like this. Power at other times. Important in the actual battle of this technique. This technique, it can cause serious damage to the enemy. It can also have effects that we can't even imagine. The girl scratched her head, bowed and sat down. Require the gifted Lam Nin. Must be used skillfully. Flexible use. Outbreak Lin Chi. It will consume a large amount of energy, mental energy and strength. So even though people at Lam Nin level were born stronger than people at the white level, but superhuman fitness is still important. What is the meaning of death? A student asked. The soul of death. It's not just Bak Chen's superhuman physique. The spirit of Lam Lin. The whole school can. How many people have a soul? Right, a boy spoke up. It's hard to be clear about the soul. In just a few words, different soul meaning, there will be different development conditions. For example, some spirits, it can only be used at the time of superhuman life. In danger of some soul. It has something to do with their technique. It can be understood that the power of the psychedelic burst increased 10 times. Not long ago, I've got a real battle video from the entrance exam. It is especially well-meaning to appear. Trung held up a USB stick to plug into the laptop. Of course I'll show you this video. It's not about proving how bad the soul is. Everybody take a good look. Do you mind sitting near the window? Put the curtains down and turn off the lights. The curtains are pulled down to show your face has been greased. A familiar body. All the teaching material videos. Without the person's own consent. We're all going to do blur treatment. Fortunately, I didn't want to be famous so soon. Minho breath. The middle of the storm meaning Longquan. The meaning of death. Just watching the video, it feels like I'm about to be torn apart by the wind. It's scary. It's like a small-scale disaster. Everyone was surprised by the power of Nam Hao. In 6 days, Why does that person look like Minho? Thoughts of doubt. People pay attention. This student's superhuman genius is the battle wind, Chinese master press rewind key, spirit of pioneering, and the maple leaf technique that she used before. It's actually an accumulation of wind elements around it. This is a prerequisite. Let her develop her spirit. The wind must reach a certain strength. Minho startled. It turns out that's it. It also means, at that time, I used my fists to melt the wind. Then the human revelation will not be able to develop the soul meaning. The easier it is to beat him. He's about to be torn apart by the wind. Who can endure this marriage? People panicked when they saw the video. Suddenly a punch of Minho smashed the tornado. It's amazing. You are the one without heaven. Just one punch and it's done. The soul of the people always. It's a tornado that big. I turned to look at Minho. Notice the student in our document. It's just spiritual improvisation, Master Trung explained from her previous fighting process. We can predict that your spirit. It's being able to absorb the surrounding solvent. The stronger the solvent, the stronger the clenched fists she's wielding will be. Not the soul. The soul is 10 times stronger than the soul. A boy raised his hand in wonder. How can you do that? There are 2 reasons why I raised my hand to explain. The first items. The student's basic white body. In this document, pretty solid. I heard she got perfect scores for all 3 categories. He repeated the movements, showing Minho's super strong physique. In the previous video we talked about. God's grace is a divine power. Can be enhanced by training. The stronger the superhuman body is, then the spirit and soul will grow stronger. Here's why. Because Sao the true power of a fake superhuman. It's not just the white Chen standard, blue spirit red, and black holy soul to judge. In theory, a man who is born free, superhuman physical training to the highest level, you can still defeat the black god. The person on the document is so powerful everyone in the class is buzzing with the feeling, alone, he can beat up our entire classroom. That's right, the power of that dress. A boy raised his hand to describe the punch in the via dike. And that's just his technique. If he develops a sense of meaning, you can't knock down a small mountain. Tell them so much. They also played a real battle video. Maybe, you also understand the main purpose of this class, Master Trung said softly. Each person's limit is not due to, how gifted are you? Deciding whether to be naked or lamnin. The real fight, it requires you to use every part of your energy. It's perfect. He emphasized, if not higher endowment. They will also be defeated easily. After school, the class ended happily. Back to school outside the academy. Follow the back of Minho. Minho, she cried out. Memory done. He replied that the person who used his fist in the video was you. Right, the dream is so illusory that you realize it's me. He said while on board. You're not a student at the Southern Academy yet. Now you're sitting in the same classroom with me. The only possibility is, you've passed the special entrance exam. There are no less special applicants. I remember that time, while flying the monster in the Kia fog. You used your fists. Reminds me of what happened on the previous ship. People use their fists a lot. Didn't Saitama also use 3 fists? Minho pretends. The residents pay attention. Astronomical team discovered a small ice star has entered the atmosphere. Suddenly there's an AI announcement. According to the first calculation, maybe its falling orbit will be in the Shaolin region, our south capital. 10 villagers evacuated in time. Frontline commanders ready to fight. Notification sent to the entire population. Rear alert and organize the 5th support team. Both of you stand still and listen. The memory phone rings. Minho also took out the phone. Think about it when you go to school. She was selected as a member of the support battalion. Have you heard the prediction that the astronomy team just made? What's the instruction? Lost Lam Minho phone shows up. Minho, this time in Shaolin, it's a kind of population. Probably not less than 1,000. Although the front line, the enemy will solve them. But the long organization needs you to wait for orders at any time to deal with the situation. Suddenly arise. The chief said, I know where I need to go. You are a long member. I'm in charge of emergency planning for the next few days. Don't get hurt in the fight. Don't leave South Africa on your own. Don't take on another task. When he finished, he left his mouth fluttering. There's a lot that's not clear. Dorm by other scene. What is the reason for pride? Minho returned to the dormitory price. Not just a member of the support team. In the back, Zhang Yuan, who was sitting on his feet, said, cool. So roommates from both sides of the aisle have made it clear. Preparatory students will be rewarded. Minho is back. I was a few days late. I don't know what a prep student means, Minha asked. It's not every time there's a disaster. Astronomers will announce it. Now the government. Hunters, the people's government will start to act. Royal family who wears green. Wear glasses your grade 5 or higher fall down. Then, all four sides will send out some officers to conduct the investigation and prepare to fight. Oh. I was in a small town. Frequency of calamity is not high. Of course this place is southern capital. That titan of the whole southern region. They are all dealt with by the south. End of the Super Academy Namdu. We're at the forefront of academia. If I could become a combat reserve. It's a very honorable thing to do, the royal family said. A man stood up and stomped on the ground. It's just a backup. Proud of something. You can see the shadow of the monster. Not sure anymore. To raise a loud voice. My brother shows off. It's the front line. Here you can see the ice hole. The one who killed the monsters. Ha ha, that faggot is only in the backup. It's a runner for the frontline combat staff. He was proud to say. Your brother is so good. The royal family exclaimed. I heard that. Frontline combat staff will be Cho school. VIP treatment for apartment. 1 bedroom. It's a living room. There's a housekeeper helping with the laundry. Of course, you can see the VIP building over there. That lake is where the frontline militants live. They are showing off and pointing away. It turns out that's it. At noon while walking, I see the goddess Namdo. We're going that way. It seems she's also a member of the front line. So she lives there. Who are you talking about? Minho wondered too. People outside the academy. You know, we have 3 goddesses. You don't know. The royal family seemed incomprehensible. Come on, come here. I'm going to give you 3 goddesses of the Southern Academy. He started raising his hand to describe. One is the Ice Princess of Nin Road. A girl with blue hair. The other is the Holy Woman of Phoenix. The redhead seems extremely personable. Finally, the long-standing female, Minha's familiar girl. The title of AI sounds so exaggerated. Minha surprise. This is the name of the students in the school. It's based on their superhuman genius. Heard, people who have seen them perform. I don't think there's a problem with these titles. On the contrary, it makes sense. The king replied, I'm famous. It's been a long time since my high school friend, Short. Why didn't you say your girlfriend was always gone? The king patted Namha on the shoulder. That's right. Boys all over the academy call them wives. Zhang Yuan laughed. He's my real friend. Namha said in helplessness. Don't use that excuse to get the room. Facing towards the girls' dormitory building. Yes, you've known him for a long time. Maybe she's not more than a women's dorm. Okay. I went back to my room before I finished talking. He's sitting on the bed with his hand pressed. He started to close his eyes and go into his subconscious. To a rather strange scene. It looks like an old arena. There is a statue in the middle. The statue turns into a girl with long hair. Magic. This is the parasitic system inside Minha's subconscious. What is the opponent today? She asked the girl slowly to open her eyes. Dr. Million Mutation. I'm no longer fit to be your virtual opponent. She just yawned and answered. But because you don't have much contact, there's so little data you need to contact other species of monsters, like that we can emulate more virtual competitors, just in time for a monster invasion. There's also the flock at the principal's side. You can consider going there. I'm still waiting for orders. So you go around and be a leisurely person. The girl replied, next time you don't need to come to me. There's no new data. New competitors training doesn't make sense. This place is also an academy. Seems to have joined the reserve team, a chance to meet the monster. Aren't you a hunter? You can take some private work to increase your experience. That's right. Wait for Long's order to end. Minha hesitated to think. Your second avatar is already open. Minha's endowment table is opened. Think about how to get a pass. It's possible to have a second superpower. The second sign of God's grace. Minha surprise. The destiny to help people get that superhuman power. You can get this from above. Mature Monster Man in Monster Lair. If you have money, you can buy it. She replied. I don't have any money, she replied honestly. Rich people rely on technology. The poor rely on mutations. You're lucky to meet the bad guy. The second one is me. She laughed and said. People are bitten by spiders, directly hit by thunder and soared into the sky. You can look down on the universe. I was hit by such a big star. The results have to be raised one by one. You can't give me a reward for finishing my class. She said it was a movie, Dad. Free to. You're welcome to squeeze out some opponents. Let me soak at least. It's a training frenzy, not go on a date, Sal. Not to enjoy the beautiful college life. She replied, you've just been to a lot of places you're not used to, right? You must also say Minho. If it's a school. When he finished, he picked up a mask. I've wanted to visit that place for a long time. He covered his face. Free training ground. Minho to the training ground. There are opponents here who can practice. The workaholic ran out of medicine. Hugging system blame Minho. Free training ground. There's an opponent here to practice with. Then Minho went to the school's training ground. Number 1, he chose this one. Preserving plants and plants that forbid the use of soul meaning. Minho takes off his jacket hanging on a forbidden sign. Take a good look at the entrance. This is my label. There was a male student who went up to fight him. Come here, boy. Minho gently dodged the blow. It's like playing with a child. This is worse than a virtual rival. It's like heating up. Because it's free anyway. You close your eyes. At the same time somewhere else. Court number B has to people fighting very hard. A redhead girl is fighting a beast. She kicked that guy in the air. Continue to approach at incredible speed. Throw another stone from above. The kick hit the guy in the stomach. Flying straight down the ring making a loud noise. This classmate. It's just training, it's cruel. The defeated beast cried out. Girl's feet touching the ground. The female phoenix fighter is disguised. The next person, she also wears the same mask as Minho. You come over here. Those who witnessed the phoenix match finished. They push each other. Then come over here. Everyone ran away when she glanced over. You are alone in the midst of the nation. She silently grimaced. She walked over to a man sitting. Even the sweat didn't drop today. Phoenix Lin just reached out and took a towel and said, with your power in this place, you're a different class. Do you know what outsiders call you? Martial arts female, the man wearing the mysterious vest with no clear face. What they like to name is their business. You can even come to this place to warm up. Now come, the effect of heating people is not achieved. She said it with a sevenfold attitude because you're strong. By the way, we saw it earlier on the number 1 field. There's a boy. It also seems beneficial. Do you want to try it? He said. Leaving without interest. She turned around to leave. Fingerling looked through the number 1 yard. I see Minho fighting. He dodged the blow gently and decisively. Hold hands, pull the opponent forward. Combination of sandals. The opponent in a minute on the floor with Minho. The poor face of Chong the Beast before. I've changed my mind. After witnessing Minho's blunt blows. She stopped. This man's body is not bad. One can stand for 2 or 3 minutes. The genie began to take off her shirt. Take off seriously fight. Not sure. I've seen it before. I feel much longer. The man held up the coat for his mistress and said, I don't believe you. So let's bet a game for 3 minutes. If you can't beat him in 3 minutes, I will go to training according to your will. She can talk. I'll fight you a game. Phoenix stepped into the yard to speak. Imitation resisted, idiom only will not refuse. Both are ready to fight. Phoenix 0T before Minho startled. Kick aimed straight at Minho's head. Hook kick is extremely dangerous, but Minho reacted in time. Both back away, keep your distance. The reaction is not bad. The Lord praised you as well as the Lord. Finished talking. He rushed in and swung his fist straight at the phoenix. She's very gentle, she said. Fan Lin turned up high. Create a tremor in the ground. It's over. She threw a kick down from the sky at Minho. Oh, he moves in his counter fist. The moon. Fan Lin vs move touched Minho Thang Long. 2 hits hit each other creating a big shock. These two are too strong to be perverted. Like this is a person. People around are scared. Both are equally talented. She stepped on Minho's hand and backed away. Her feet hit the ground. 3 minutes have passed, the man said aloud. You're so strong, I underestimated you. Phoenix says I am too. Minho answered again. They keep going up. This time I attacked. Minha dashed ahead. Funquan, he threw a series of fists at her, transforming the image of the phoenix as it turns out, dodged all the blows of Minha, extending the distance before gaining the initiative. She backed away. Minha glanced at Thunderstorm Phase 2. He sped up on her immediately. They're both exchanging moves at the speed of sound. They can't see their movements at all, but they can solve the enemy's problem. The speed of the reflected power is perfect, and the people around me are impressed. The man's phone rang. He's on the phone. Phoenix has an urgent mission, he said aloud. She stopped the Phoenix who? That's the Phoenix woman fight. That's her. Oh my god, my goddess. Everyone around, we've discovered her identity. Immediately riot. I have urgent work. Next time hit. I'll be here every Wednesday morning. The Phoenix can speak. I'll be right over. She was quickly preparing to leave. Uncle, I forgot to ask my classmate's name. Then I asked for you. I have to go to the front line now. She calls the man uncle. Suddenly they both disappeared. It surprised the young people around. It's not called the Southern Academy. Even a girl is just as strong. Looks like I have to put in more effort. Minha innocently said. What was the girl's name? There were too many people to hear it. It looks like a pineapple pear. Thanks for everyone's effort. The red-eyed monster has been eradicated. A golden voice. So that the residents of the sheik can return to their homes. T6 is showing the news. Special thanks to the 13 students of Namdu Academy. Their team has done well. Destroy the lair of demons. South students can. Commendation see it. This is my brother John FBI. He's being interviewed. He points to the VA proudly. I'll see. The royal family is curious. I also want to go to VI now. The whole school is talking about 13 of them. He seemed to admire. Are you qualified to go to the front line? How are you fighting in the back? Zhang Yuan mocked a friend. What's so clever? Li Jin, he replied. It's your brother being praised that has nothing to do with you. You are angry. Don't be angry. Don't be angry. They're all roommates. The royal family intervened. By the way, you've packed up. You haven't packed anything yet. Zhang Yuan asked. Training picnic. It's kind of like college military training. This is mandatory for all first-year students. Maybe you forgot, the king complained. It's broken. I really forgot. I have to prepare some necessary supplies. Zhang Yuan hurried to pack. And you? Cao Minha King asked. I was fully prepared, and Minha replied casually. Finally, let's thank the students. Again on the screen appeared long meditation. Classroom. The training plan was laid out, and then another scene. Everyone has to listen carefully. You know, Mr. Trong is telling his students. This training time, we've been talking to the authorities. Decided to take the headmaster as a place to practice picnics. This time everyone listen carefully. Our class hasn't elected a class president yet. I heard that the concept is in the back of the reserve. Performed very well. Get a compliment above. Master Trong said. Then the teacher will take over the class. People don't have an opinion. The other students in the class will see the results later and select out. The event is now over. Everybody get ready for the headmaster's trip. Students out of school. Missed call of long meditation. Minha is going with his roommates. Then get the call. Sorry, I just got out of school. I was at coffee the other day, and you called not long ago. Okay. The royal family and Zhang Yuan heard. It's a girl's voice. Not recognize. Minha has a girlfriend, and the king teases. Not a girlfriend, that's my classmate. He said, people are talking to you. So gentle. Your relationship is certainly not trivial. A shoulder to shoulder has nothing to do with it. I've been issued a good person card. And yet she still calls me for coffee. The king said he could still be a friend. Ning replied, what are you going to do there? Many mosquitoes, many insects, have to live in a farmer's house. It's not that the battle just ended there. The students complained. Don't treat training like an autumn trip. Mr. Chung said seriously, according to the Hunters Association, the love roses in the sheik are capable of reproduction. the mysterious eggs appear. More, the speed at which it hatches eggs and matures extremely quickly. The pink lovers mature, even though it's been completely eradicated, but the remaining monster eggs, being in charge is a huge potential danger. For the locals, the eggs appear even underground. So the first-year students, not into society like you guys, we will clean them up. It's not. Take back these dirty, tired jobs, give it back to us. The boy replied yes. Find some people. It's not okay to clean up big. It needs to be 100% clean and safe. You guys were superheroes. Then we should not underestimate the protection of the people. What if the mayor shows up? The roses are missing. You guys, you need to report to the board and the authorities, Mr. Trung emphasized. If only he could find a lost love rose. Destroying it is also considered an achievement. Jong Yuan told the royal family that's right. New students like us. No contact with the demons. The real disaster. It started with these little jobs. Royal family replied, I thought you had a girlfriend. Turns out it's people's shawl, right? Who is that girl? Back to the present, the two of them are teasing Minho. Maybe it's a schoolmate in your long-held imagination. Hey ha, she doesn't talk to you anymore. I went to see what she was looking for. He took the book. Take my book back to the safe house. When you are finished, Minho leaves. There's nothing to do in the room. Go and see if it doesn't work. I'd also like to see the form of a crane. Of Minho royal family and Trongveen planning table. Peek at Minho. You go without reason, he replied coldly. I went back to reading. I don't hope. Still have to be in that tattered room. With you next semester. What do you say with angry eyes? A bull like you is a tattered sack. Let's go. Let's not lose track. King Minho pulled his hand back. That's a fake. Let's go. You don't want to see the ugly face of the devil. In front of the woman. I died and they both left. 2 water bar scene. I've seen you praised. The seniors in the group are very helpful. I'm just adding it up to multiply it. Minho is talking to long meditation. Was he injured? Minho asked. No. Good, he said happily. Do I have any urgent work? Did Minho's question startle her? There's nothing special about it. She shyly pulled her hair up. After school, don't call people. Why talk so strange? Are we really dating? You are stuck in your heart. That's right, new students, you don't have to go to SAO training. Hospital side. I hope I'll be your new student's assistant. I agree. She replied at that time. I will be with your 5 new students for a long time. I'm really Minho's classmate. The king and Jong Yuan sat at a table nearby and listened. It's this. It's good to see you often. She hesitated. We can go to the movies soon, Blush asked. After 10 days on the line, my roommate said, my nerves are a little nervous, so tell me to go to the movies to relax. The goddess invited to the movies. The king and Jong Yuan in the back held the book tightly. Spicium. So work in conjunction with rest. I can recommend you a comedy. I heard the rating is very high, Minho said innocently. You're busy with something else, she said. There is only training. There's nothing special about it. Jun looked elsewhere and replied. Would you like to come and see it with me? She asked again. Oh, that's okay. Minho can also answer. The royal family and Jong Yuan amazed my goddess. How can I be so humble in front of men? I have a friend who said, I'm going to be a practicing ghost. You should also go to the movies and relax. Let's go. Both of them left too. He gripped the book furiously. Bent over the shaking table. The king bit the book. They both started screaming and tearing the book apart. It's not acceptable. Take the initiative to call for coffee and invite to see a movie. Why do I feel like my goddess is dying? The two of them cry helplessly. No, 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 no. Head of the academy. Minho is going up the Levin Trail. Follow the mountain. High mountains and lush greenery covered, to create majestic natural beauty. The people here are kind. Bring food out for the students. One by one, thank you for killing monsters for us. You're all students of the academy, aren't you? That's the fruit. You can eat it. We can't get a thank you. Minho points his hand in front of Minho. The teacher was looking for you. I took a trip there. Every step moves quickly. The Academy's 5-member faculty appeared. Head Mung, Deputy Head of the Institute Dung, Head of the Combat Department. Minho ran to me to greet the director. He said the teacher's team was looking for me. Go there, I said yes. You carry your backpack and run ahead. Lost Lem waved his hand to Minho. I am happy to answer the Lost Commander. Are you here too? You answer. Every year I go to your Southern Academy. To be a teacher. To lead new students. For me, this is a break. Combat commanders waste a lot of energy. I asked to visit you. Do you have something special to tell me? She said it was nothing to come here. In addition to directing field fights and survival picnic row, my teachers and I have something very important to do. It's about keeping your new students safe. I said it was hard for you. You're near a hard voice. It's not that I don't know your strength. Minho scratched his head shy. He is a member of Team Long. You're a coach for these new students. It's fake. I can blink with you. I know you want to enjoy college life, so I won't expose you. But you were in a hurry before. I've had a lot of work on my side lately. I can explain the situation to you. I wonder what the situation is. Mysterious members of the organization. Membership of the Long Now organization. Each member of the Long organization. They are all independent, but I have to be clear about my rights. You naively say authority. She replied with a grin. You thought I'd let you join the army. It's just a lip. You know how many great warriors there are. Fighting to chop his forehead to get into Long Number. I didn't even know where to join. We both walked and talked. So she said, tell me you have B-level authority. She raised her finger to explain. Have command of the area, school, and reserve members on the government side. All must obey your orders. If members fight on the front lines, it's in your command area. They also need to prioritize. Listen to your arrangement. I wonder what the enforcement zone is. She replied, that's the area where you're working. For example, the boss is your area of responsibility. Minho is hard to understand, but I didn't do my job. She explained, I'm not giving you a mission. Are you nodding? She held up 2 fingers to speak. This time you will have 2 missions. Student safety is always a top priority, especially important if a member of the Long organization. You're also on the 5th freshman team. Of course you have to help. Take charge of this with us. I'm serious. It doesn't matter. Not a Long member though. I'll do it well too. I asked what the second task was. She laughed and said, you don't need to rush the second mission. Then, I'll give you the details. Ming is ready to leave, so I go back to Hang. Answer me. I'll keep my identity a secret for the time being. Long staff for you. I'm happy to say that's good. I like to be humble. The academy stopped to rest on a large cliff. Everybody's setting up camp. I thought I was at the people's house. Turns out it's in the wild, remote suburbs. Who can sleep in this tattered tent? She said yes. The signal in this area is extremely weak. How to live through the day? While the students of the academy are buzzing, Master Trung spoke up. Camping is a fundamental skill in picnic action. Everyone should be serious about learning from teachers. Do you understand that everyone listens to Mr. Lin Hu and her friend actively set up tents, and the royal family's fascinated by something, but run in a hurry. People around you are long gone. Everyone is passionate about you. This side is also finished. Build the tent and then spread it. Insect repellent powder. When I finished, I threw something on the ground. Teacher Chu 7 is also spreading powder. He said this is a wild animal. Most mammals have a keen sense of smell. They're afraid of the forest burning, so if you smell something burning, it won't come close. Of course, you should also note that Cho has burned out. Otherwise it's very easy to catch fire. Lin Hu's friend spoke up. We're all fake superheroes. There is no fear of animals. He said the predator, the monster, is dead. There will also be a possibility of mutation. A giant bear with red eyes. We've seen a mutant bear that's over 10 meters tall. He just explained to the students that he was spreading flour. You are currently camping, So it's good. Chu 7 seriously stressed. When the time comes for the mission, you will have to go alone, or divide the team into a relatively small number of people. You have to be prepared for these errands. Maybe the big moment will save your life. Time has passed, the night has fallen. The students' voices were roaring. I'm going to burn a little. I also want to take. People sitting in front of their tents by the fire. A warm little girl asked Miss Lam. Do you have any scariest memories? Are you happy to meet the scariest memory? Then it must be the time to meet the emperor. The fire was so cozy she started telling stories. You were still a student. The image of the lost lamb trembling with fear appeared. She stood with a friend looking away from the city. There's a giant monster. The sky is coming in. It's 10 kilometers away. But the monster is like a mountain range. People of the whole city, it's all foul. The mountains are coming towards us. The ruins of the city prove. How terrible is that monster? Now the city is abandoned. It's almost become the lair of monsters. Fortunately, most of the people were safe. The students asked what level the beast was. She was lost with a sad face answering the king. Another female student continued, we humans can beat it. She closed her eyes and said, in that campaign, we've lost some superhuman leaders, including a director of the South Capital Academy. Mr. Trung announced the students to rest early. From tomorrow you will clear the battlefield. Escape the morning sky. Everybody's excited to wake up. Wake up. All students split up into 10 squads. According to my class, a teacher stands out. Your teacher will take you to the mountain for a morning run, and are to warm up. Male students fascinated by teacher, then come back for breakfast. Minha focuses on listening. I'm in charge of your nest. She raised a finger and said, you have to follow me. Milan teacher. Those who fall behind. Compared to today's team, it was only a bid. What's so hard about other students speaking up like this? That's right. Everybody's a fake superhuman. They're not bad physically. She continued the teacher. Or your assistant will run at the end of the team. If lost team, follow them the rest of the way. When you're done, you're ready to start. Milan moves instantly at lightning speed. Let's start the scene in the forest. The students chased after her but got away too quickly. Everyone, all moving quickly to catch up with Milan. They all jumped off a cliff. Milan still leads behind. Minha always follow closely. Stop your hand. She turned to look. I saw some awkward students stumbling. Who pushed me? Milan continues to run further. Milan group moves on the water gently skillfully. You are always followed by Manga, Dong Salary and Lee Cam, actively close to Minha in mindfulness. The other students are trying to catch up with them, but some people stumble. Minha and Niulang run. Under the sinking sun. The footsteps start to stop. Lee Cam spoke up. Why don't you move forward? Don't wait for us, we can follow. She smiled and said, for people you can keep up with, but most of the students couldn't follow. Wait for them, you can rest for a while. Everyone is sweating profusely. Minha's face is still awake. Salary Podcam. Minha the dung. This guy doesn't sweat. Time goes by. Clouds fly over the mountain. Weak footsteps and a tired voice echoing. This is not. The people behind are finally coming. Not catch up, we caught up. Minha group laughed and said, ha, we are waiting for you. It's been 5 minutes. To speak louder. We're not okay. We can't run anymore. A male student is breathless and tired. The king could not speak with a sigh. Niulan said, you're close enough. So we continue. The students are starting to run. Wait, give us a break. Wait, miss. People are gathering to cook in front of the tent. A girl goes to announce that breakfast isn't over yet. Everybody rest first. To recite the words. It seems that every class has some outstanding students, easy to adapt to high-intensity training. In a morning like this, the usual answer. They're all valedictorians of cities. An anti-hand spoke up. Who went to the Southern Academy? He sat with his hands on the pillow laughing happily. Who is not a valedictorian or in the top BA? I'm from the city. Where are you from? Lee looked at you and replied. I'm a native of South Dong. That is a shame, you. Sao class leader recited with Minha in turn replied. Landong city people, me too. He asked if you two were compatriots. They both looked at each other laughing. He was suddenly silent. Get up and fight for something else with rice. Let's have lunch and eat together. The smell of food has starved my brother to death. After breakfast, Lamra announced. Remember your morning run route. Next, I need you to step up your search, within a radius of 1 kilometer along the run route. The big trees are surrounded by thick grass. To do the job of cleaning up the beast, without missing any tree niches, earth hole or rock cave. And many of the caves have not been examined. If you find a red-eyed monster hiding, don't act on your own. To the specified location, then you fire a signal to the teacher. Teachers and tutors know. I stand with the director and understand. Students respond with understanding. The director seriously reminded, performance and training this time will be recorded in the score. You have to show up for good. Everybody excited to start. Yeah, let's go. Blue sky and white clouds appear. Salary fellow wearing hat under the bright sun. We all form a team. Identify the direction first. Besides, people are focused on planning. Adjust your glasses to show understanding. Running in the morning. I noticed down the river. There's a place where the grass grows. I've studied. Red-eyed monster likes a wet place with overgrown grass. Can refer to the behavior of snakes. His salary are reasonable. You're good. We're all tired when we're running. We can't breathe. That you can still observe so closely. That's good. That's good. Search has no purpose. There's definitely no harvest. Do as you're told. Let's go downriver and find it. People start to move into the forest. Dense trees. The whole group of them had to make their way. The bushes here are tall and dense and entangled. I can use my psychic skills to fly them away. Contemplation is not necessary. Just bend your back and move your hands. Go outside if you don't have to. When it comes to spiritual techniques, don't use chi. We can pointing hands forward. Why don't you open the way? If it's dangerous, others will take care of it. Others can respond. The boy was moving forward. Clear the way with pleasure. Haha, how fun it is to do this. Go ahead and ask Minha. You didn't say what you wanted to say before. You are serious about analysis. It's not that the teacher said there might still be remnants. The red-eyed monster. It's easy to pull the rope. Just revealed our location. The monster just ran away. She knows what you mean. That's right. You seem to have thought a little too far, but you didn't. The rate of remaining monsters is also very small. The teacher must have cleaned first. Then rest assured that we will come here. Looking down from above, your team has come a long way. Ask the student in front to clear the way quickly. I don't believe in cleaning up first. How do you know? I explain it to you. New teachers are coming here for the first time. But it's early morning. They've led the way. Let's run in the morning. And lead us. Go back without having to go back any further. Minha remembers the first move Theo Milan. Teachers and tutors are actively reviewing evidence. Yesterday after everyone had fallen asleep, the teachers' team ran through this road one by one. I checked around all night. You still have some questions about me. So what else do we need to do? Minha patiently replied. Very small monster bird. Or rely on machines. Or it's based on multiplication. Search by carpet method. You emphasize again. The red-eyed monster's egg resembles a snake's egg. Maybe the machine can't scan it out. The mission of admiring Your feet suddenly stop. But that, maybe the teacher didn't check this place last night. While you're wondering. So, I look at something behind. Why do I turn my head in your direction? A monster that looks like a snake appears. His eyes are red. He's a red-eyed monster. It's wrapped around a tree. Slowly raising his head, he crawled down quickly. Minha plans to chase down he run. Suddenly a loud shout from a distance. The sound that startled me stopped. Both of you quickly run in the direction. Why are you screaming? Minha group worried. There are many strange eggs around. That's a lot of eggs. It points in the direction I went. There was a red-eyed monster. He wanted to attack me and Minha. We can't wondered where. You're still pointing in that direction. He was going to attack me. But I don't know why I suddenly turned around and ran away. Lee Cam is excited. Which way is it going? We're chasing it. This is a great opportunity. The safest option for all of us. It's gone away. And it's got a shrub cover. It's very difficult to find. Let the teacher know in advance, so that tutors and teachers can focus on finding. This place will be better. Lee Cam subjectively urged. There's only one monster left that's afraid of something. Everybody's following him. That's right. Detect and kill will get different scores. Ninha bent over to pick up the egg to see if it could not be. The beast is dangerous and cunning. In a place like this, we can't act. It can hide at will. It's better to call more people. It looks like I'm just straight in your face. You are afraid of death. Can I go to the front line later? I would advise you to listen to Mint. He can challenge you. You're fast. You go, tell the assistant. Don't let that monster get away. Menha is calm. You run away immediately. You run to a cliff. You fire flares. That AI's legs run to win back. I was in a hurry to discover the monster. You report love, not them. I found a monster left behind, hiding in the trees. You asked the red-eyed monster. Not my other classmates. When I finished, there was a loud shout. Please save me. Nen quickly jumped down and called for help. I'm confused. What are you doing? Go get someone to save them. She opened the intercom to notify the faculty. Teachers near the river area quickly gathered. Red signal point. The remaining red-eyed monster. There are students injured. The river below is flying. I confronted the snake monster earlier. Give him a punch and another one comes. It's screaming to bite you. Minha gently grasped the neck of each one thrown to the ground. I used my hand to crush 7 books one by one. There's not just one here. I slammed it down so hard that it fell to the sky soon. I'm worried about the possibility of a hidden lair that the frontline teachers haven't figured out yet. Another cry to save lives. I'm quickly getting inside here. The cry for help is getting closer. Help me with you. Stay around. The sound continues to save me. A serpent appeared. It's a cry for help. I secretly thought it. It can simulate a human cry for help. It's gone. He fell into the trap of monsters. We have to deal with them all quickly. Maybe the souvenirs Dung and Lee Cam. I was fooled by this cry. A little snake bit Liu's rope, which surprised you. They're going to let you fall into the wrong trap. The hole collapsed, creating a commotion. Ninha fell inside. I looked up from the hole. There are many monster eggs inside. There's a cave like this. They're hiding in this Leo hole. So I can escape. The wind swept the sky, appeared thunder and lightning. The raindrops started falling bigger and bigger. Anxiously looking up at the sky, he said. Then the peacekeeper reported to the commander. Have students discover the hidden lair of the monster. The red-eyed beast, she reassured Lam. It's raining in the wet mountains. Dew in the middle of the day is normal. The dead man said this fog. She opened her eyes wide and realized that this was no ordinary fog. In the midst of the heavy rain that covered the mountain with the strange fog, Big Girl Lost Lam urgently announced. Immediately evacuate all students. It was immediately clear that the rain was getting louder. Long run to the middle master and Miu Lan. In front of her was the location of the red dot and she thought. Frost Zhao. Save yourself loud. Ninha, the concept of Cam is still inside. I'm afraid people won't find it. So we have to stay here. Worried for a long time, he cried out. Miu Lan said the others will come here in turn. Let's evacuate the students. On the intercom earphones rang out. Immediately leave the headmaster. Miu Lan announces that there are students trapped in the tree. There is a monster inside. The remaining red-eyed animals. Headphones come up to obey orders. She answered Mr. Trung clearly. Teacher, come and save someone with me. Miu Lan rotate respondent. There's an unknown disaster approaching. Commander-in-Chief orders withdrawal. Back he's hard to understand disaster unknown Sao. She passed the rank of cataclysm through level 6. Need to retreat now. Otherwise, it will create even greater tragedy. Lythine spoke up. I'm going to save them, teacher. Everyone find other groups of students and take them away. The teacher agreed. Sound echoing down the hall, minha minha. From the bottom of the hole I heard this voice. Is the cry that keeps on ringing. Minha minha, where are you? He shouted, long castration. Standing lots screaming minha. This place is foggy. I can't find out where you are. Minha's voice echoed from below. Wait a minute. There's something wrong with the leash under your feet. Don't fall into the hole. She tried to shout. The principal is floating bone. Commander lost lamb. Ask all teachers and students to leave immediately. It's possible that the fog is the accident. What makes all the people who live in Taesan Industrial Park missing? It's extremely dangerous, he reassured her. I don't know, but maybe. Other students also have red-eyed monsters lured into the lair. Then you go and save them. Finish this and go there. Close your eyes quietly for a while. She decided to trust you. Manga, you must be careful. I said you to. The red-eyed monster appeared. He looked at the strange red-eyed monster in front of him, simulating the cry of a human laying out a wormhole to lure the enemy. I know you are the leader of them. You're just about to attack. Hiding behind the back of his men, I'm going to wait for them to drain me. Then they attack me. It's a cunning animal. When he finished, he rushed up to the smaller ones. You think hiding behind them is good? You fly over their faces, go straight to the red-eyed monster. The smaller ones stop you, they won't let you in. They tried to wrap your leg, but they didn't succeed. Minha jumped up, Kao swung his fist and rushed in. The red-eyed beast. Eat one of my punches. A powerful punch glued straight to the red-eyed monster, but it did. It hit the wall. The red-eyed monster on the floor broke all its eggs. It screams angrily. The other snakes started to get more terrifying. I laughed and said, you really think they can stop me? I grabbed the rope. Leo. Absorb energy launch skills, storm generation Lin technique. FISTS cover. Your green energy is unleashed. He punches straight to the ground. The whole cave appeared. The wires fly towards the little ones. Sign up spirit power. The snakes. I'm bound by Leo's rope. Made out of your fists. One by one bound. You pull your hand up. Around. All the smaller red-eyed monsters in the cave. I've been tied up, he said before. I'm old and weak. It's because I want a whole bunch of you. You use your strength to clench your fists. Every snake that's been squeezed dies on the spot. The red-eyed monster was now terrified. It's angry and it trembles. It flew up into Minha. You punch a direct hit. The animal considers itself intelligent. Once again it's splattered with blood. You keep rushing into it, using your power. From above looking down at the evaporating cave, he turned and left behind the red-eyed monster that had been tormented. He used water from Leo melon to wash his hands. He held up his hand to catch the raindrops. I said this fog. I grabbed the melon. These eggs are not for future birth. Inside the monster egg is the alien planet's gas. They'll react to the rainwater and turn it into a cataclysm. It's raining very hard outside. There's still a lot of evidence left. When it rains, there will be an emergency. These red-eyed monsters are just good soldiers. Their real purpose and effect is to lay eggs. The rain then formed a terrifying incident. I jumped out of the hole thinking something big was wrong. Once the headmaster is covered by this affair, everyone here, don't expect to leave alive. The falling rain made the fog thicker. The academy group ran too. The king said there was a safety barrier in front of him. Fence filled with barbed wire. Far coal expansion. It's clearly not 200 meters, but Sao runs forever. People are trying their best to run. The king is coming. Don't run any longer. When you run to the place, it's just foggy trees. Let's talk about why it's possible. We're running backwards. Royal family hugs head. Ren is haunted. This fog has led us away by ghosts. He looked at the royal family worried and died. Maybe we can't get out. I've heard my brother talk about the white fog. He was afraid to say don't scare me anymore. It's true that everyone gathered to talk. Once carelessly stepping into the fog, then, it's like being separated from another strange space. I've heard of it too. The same is true of Taesan Industrial Park. After the fog melts, all the survivors inside They all mysteriously disappear. The rain is heavier than everyone else. No one knows what happened after all. Inside the fog. America is still young. America does not want to die. Students yelled, "AI save us with. Teachers, teachers, teachers." The lake spoke. The students were running towards us. "I didn't see you running." Another teacher asked. "It's this close, but it's running backwards." The teacher worried. Constellation raw fence observation. The teacher started screaming. "Hey, what do you hear? Cross the safety line." Little Lake anxiously told team, "Let me go in there and see what's up." His partner warned him. "It's like this fog is strange. We find a rope tied to you. That way, when you get in, you won't get lost." "I agree. That's a good way." They start tying themselves up. He opened the fence into the forest. Your partner said, "Yell or pull the rope if it's dangerous." You're starting out. Well, I'm leaving. Your shadow fades as you enter the fog. Team, you remind me again, be careful. If the situation is not good, pull the rope. I'm not afraid, I know. Your partner is constantly loosening the rope. The men asked how many meters. The female team has landed more than 200 meters. My friend noticed something was wrong, so he shouted. Did the tiger hear anything? To respond to the call of eerie silence. In the dark fog. I'm scared and screaming. About 200 meters that sound didn't hear. We can call. The situation is not good. Pull the rope. The rope is returned. They were horrified to see that the rope was broken. It's all trembling. Back to the manhwa side. Salary asked, why is the fog so thick? It's almost lost. Long and hard to say your name. Manhwa, you wonder. Why don't you follow me out? The thought of speaking softly, I'm sorry. We heard the girl screaming 7 times. I thought someone was calling for help. You explain. Red-eyed monster leader knows how to imitate or record our human voices. Some of you called for help, didn't you? A shy girl told me to call it me. Half my foot is down on Liu's rope. Manhwa replied, that is right. The red-eyed monster has imitated his cry. Later you heard the same sound. Remember to be careful. Lee Cam couldn't believe screaming. How can there be that? Why isn't the book about that? Not to mention the previous one. Combat personnel on the front lines not detected. Real analytical chinchlora. I heard about this on the front lines. There's no real evidence yet. Pay copper take phone row. Contact the teachers and teachers first. The phone shows nothing. The phone has no signal at all. She asked him to stop the signal. I took out the raw contact. Lee Cam, silly people. This is a special government communications machine. Only the teachers have. Why do you have that too? The other end of the line said. Did Manhwa hear anything? I said yes. Inside the base the familiar voice echoed. We've lost contact with the outside world. Worried about asking if you are out yet. Other students are okay. I've evacuated more than half, but there's still a lot of faculty and students trapped in the fog. He replied, if you're at a checkpoint when the fog comes, maybe we can still run out. I asked you if you wanted to stay. Put your hands on the table and think right. I'll find a way out for everyone. Please trust me. Manhwa asked to visit. Communication equipment of other teachers are working normally. Right, you're right. But it only works in foggy areas. Can't contact outside. I said in a serious voice, I've made a pretty important discovery. Something. It probably doesn't work very well with the current situation. Lack Long turned over the papers or replied to you. Now, we can't ignore any clues. Manhwa began to reanalyze the details inside. Fog, this white fog made a lot of monsters. Red eyes after exposure to rainwater. They'll release a stream of air. Airflow to the high. Exposure to wet air. It's going to be a massive disaster. Lost in the blue, I see now, I understand now. You're excited to talk. Manga, this clue of yours is very important. We have hope of getting out. Manhwa replied, tell me. She repeated the image of the centipede, the giant missing yellow-footed centipede of the department. The insect experiment. Centipedes in the past have faced Linjuvu. It's the only living thing that can get out of the fog. We've tracked it before. But in the end it was lost. Information about centipedes is recorded on paper. The researcher once said, "The giant yellow-footed centipede loves to eat eggs." Insects qualitative report. Giant centipede devours the eggs. I'm sure he ate a lot of eggs. After going through the mutation, it came out. The ability to walk through the fog. Minha worried. So we have to eat those damn eggs, too. Your words. It makes me worrying too. Lost Lin said with a frown. Eggs are poisonous. Only poisons like centipedes can be digested. The image of the centipede in the fog. Based on the clues, trace it. The giant golden-footed centipede is in Shao, and it's very likely that it's in the fog. Minha replied that we found the giant golden centipede. There is hope to leave, right? She insisted. He replied, "Okay, so we're going to start working." That familiar voice echoed. This voice is from Minha. I was surprised by Mr. The salary is glad to say, "You are honest, master." So what do we do next? Put your hand on your forehead. Maybe we can't get out. This is the case. So far, the astronomers haven't figured it out about its strange appearance and its ability to isolate. The salary is worried, right? We're really stuck in the fog. I heard this fog is scary. And he said, well, anyway, people outside. I don't know about the situation inside, so don't give too much hope. To the rescue from outside. Speak up, master. Don't worry. You explain. The lost commander has figured out a way to leave. Everybody just needs to work together. Maybe we can go out. Trung asked me if I was honest. Lithian continued. Minha has already called the lost commander. You say people have to take their time. When what's in the fog hasn't appeared yet. Trying to collect 10 monsters that haven't been dissolved yet. Li Cam intervened. When is it time to collect 10 of those things? A female student also responded. That's right. That's right. Whether we'll survive or not, we don't know what to do. Who cares about the score? Minha explained. Hell is a prerequisite. Let's see if we can get out. We need to use it to lure an animal. Only that animal can get us out. The weather is getting worse. Minha communicated the battle plan to everyone. Master Trung stroked his chin to ask if what you said was true. A serious voice, yes. This is our only way. Although this fog is scary. But we can't let go so easily. He praised very good talk. We can't let go. People split up into actions. You've been leading people to castrate you for a long time. People try to find it. The students are still stuck in the fog. Tell them to gather at the campsite. Don't wander in the fog. You have a good understanding of the location of the cave. Eggs Fukyu and Souvenir vibrating leads Theo. The other students continue to look for eggs. I want 10 more eggs. Let the giant centipede come out. As much as possible. That way you can attract the giant's golden legs. You ask me why. He pointed his hand towards the fog. The thing inside the fog. Let me be in charge of dealing with them. Panic money. Don't threaten me. I was scared. Addicted to Minha speaking the truth. There's something really scary inside the fog. I remember the monster on the train. On our way to school. The train happened to stop at the edge of the fog. Then we encountered the monster inside the fog. Someone was killed again. Min Popular last time summed up. People must be careful. If you see what's inside the fog, avoid it. Under the fog getting denser and denser, everybody can start. Go with the teacher and ask. You haven't looked this way, have you? He answered correctly. Cam and everyone are looking for you. You guys go over there and have a look. He told everyone to pay attention and not get lost. Back to Minha. He plunged like lightning into the depths of the fog. Your eyes are full of determination. On the left side, she is looking for papers. I've converted the information into a video. She informed the members of the organization. Ask members of the organization to respond. Everyone in the organization speaks up. Choose 7, please order. Peaceful faculty, order. Neoland faculty members, please order. Police officer, please order. Master of Arts, please order. Guo People's Commissars, please order. A familiar face. Minha spoke up. Organizing member Long Na Minha Din ordered. The shadow of a woman flying through the forest. Her legs stopped, and she said, Long organization. Neil lands surprised when Minha is in the organization, the student who finished running in the morning without a drop of sweat. Contact Forest can use heterozygous dispenser. She's running through a map of the area where I can observe the behavior of the heterospecies inside the maze within via radius 3 kilometers. She found something while she was looking for it on the map. Now the heterotype has not emerged. Minha immediately asked, why? There's something unusual about the valley on the map. Upriver. On the top of the mountain, there are all kinds of strange things. I looked at the map wondering. But apparently a few seconds ago, within via 3 kilometers, there's not a single occult strain. No matter what kind of creature, it's not possible to reach that speed. Minha moves so fast. Which direction are they coming from? They said they didn't have to come. Just as they appeared from the middle of the sky. You suddenly discovered something, big girl. Ju7 the top of the mountain. She clenched her hand on the map screaming near. You have a monster. Get out of there. On the other side, the monster in the shape of a giant spider is approaching. She winced, her face turned over. A monster. The spider has a horrible skull spraying venom at her. She uses a counter-strike dart. Darts like stone fighting eggs when it hits the spider. It doesn't work if you sweat, the monster screams. It's a direct attack that sends you away. The enemy fled. You just ran and said your commander was right. These magical anomalies appear from the middle of the sky. The fog covered the forest. Maybe, inside the maze, there's a demonic door. She told me to run out of the forest. I told Ju7 to come back for you. She's anxiously analyzing that outside the forest is her barracks. La Grande, this heterozygous one is more in the shape of a spider. The spider has caught up with you. I'm afraid I'm not his opponent. Lost Lamb observed on the notification map. So you run out of the woods. You're going in the wrong direction. Just close your eyes and tell me, everyone. Take care. Lost Lamb helplessly shout the instrument. On the export map, the big red dot is about to swallow the blue dot. The blue dot was swallowed by the red dot. Lostlin shed tears. She trembled helplessly, crying. Lostlin wiped tears with his hands. Continue to command. The king lured the giant beast away. Complete the mission. Other members immediately arrive at the indicated place. Surveillance heterosexual maze. Your eyes are burning. Once the anomaly is detected nearby, the gathering point of the students, you must kill it. The valley side, the mist came in and covered the whole place. I sat down and analyzed in front of my eyes. Our understanding of the enchanted beast is extremely limited. I remember the important details. You can pretend to be a woman. The monster in the car. Also have children. It's possible to simulate a human cry for help. The red-eyed monster you just defeated. And there's a spider-shaped monster. More power than the owner. And the new spider devours the faggot. I'm afraid I'm not his opponent. Maybe the piano teacher died for luring that formidable beast away. He stroked his chin thinking, these monsters were born to slaughter. The worst part of them is that they have wisdom, and they seem to be able to learn. On the map, a red dot appears near you. Lost in the forest. Nin, pay attention to your hand. Minha looked inside the fog. Something is about to appear. A monster is flying towards you screaming. Is a scorpion-tailed fly of no rank? Is that the red dot ranks appear more than surrounding you? She shouted out, Minha. You are worried about speaking out. They appear from the sky. No extreme number. You also have it behind you. Minha just dodged, saying, why is it possible? I just checked in the back. The scorpion-tailed flies appear more encircled. Minha looked around and said, bad servant. When you're done, you wave your fist and cut off their bodies. One by one. How much I killed? They're starting to jump in at the same time. Your attack is coming at the speed of light. It's a continuous beating that makes them fall apart. He silently struck out repeatedly as if venting his anger. The monsters, one by one, are well taken care of by you. In the blink of an eye, they're broken. Just killed these guys. Other monsters keep coming up. They're like ants. You look around. The monsters rush at you, still fist. Punch straight to the ground. It's just that they're falling apart. The monsters started to spread out. Your powerful fist stop. You raise your hand and the monsters appear. They're surrounded, he said. I jumped in and hit the fly. I'm speaking through manhwa earphones. Maybe you're not going to kill all those scorpion-tailed flies. Where? They show up from your side asking why. I think they can smell my body. So keep coming to me. She said, I've always been watching. See how they appear. All these flies fly out of a fixed place. She looked at the map and said, there seems to be an insect nest on your south side. They came to you from there. You just killed the monsters. Where I had 10. So isn't that a nest that's going to have hundreds of them? Did she explain? The red dot on my spot only shows up a few dozen of them. But it's as if you have an insect factory nearby. Scorpion tail flies are constantly being produced raw. She analyzed from the map. After you killed the fly in front of you, that insect factory will spawn a new wave. He grinds his teeth uncomfortably in such a short period of time. And I keep killing them. There are still so many. I'm worrying if they don't care. Within a few hours, are these flies going to fill this valley? You're right. Once it's an army of flies, let's not talk about who we are. Even plants will be devoured by them. You said I despise them too much. Of course, these monsters are not simple. There are more and more red dots on the map. Behind the valley, not far from our concentration camp. She emphasized manhwa. That's where the valley is. Other teachers are in the same danger as you. I need to direct them. I said in a confident voice. Your feet are stalling. Don't worry, give me this. She called his name manhwa. She said softly, you are a member of the long organization. But you're still a student like everyone else. I closed my eyes and blamed myself. To make you carry the burden like this. A representative of the government. I'm really sorry. She put her hands on her chest and exclaimed, manhwa, you're really outstanding. She said in a serious voice, promise me you will survive. You just killed the monsters and responded to the commander. You and the teachers stay here. It's because of our students. That's how much I appreciate it. He flew into hundreds of monsters. Without a second's hesitation, you killed them one by one like lightning. All the monsters are gone. I looked up at the sky and a gate appeared. It's like an insect factory. That's what Commander Lam mentioned. Every monster comes out. Hundreds of them came out of that gate. Your eyes change, your hands leak the power of the wind. There's a very strong wind. Thank you, my friend. Help me learn this trick. Then, he put his foot on the ground and prepared to attack. I'll swing your fists, you little brats, and you're all going to die. Combined with the wind, creating tremendous power. Tulfongquan. They were blown off the wall. Immediately they were all dead. You move forward. They stopped, and their bodies fell like rain. You get close to the gate. He stroked his chin to look at the study. I look around. This is a door that connects to another dimension. I silently looked at the gate. Something's coming out. It's coming out. It's another insect. You realize, I get it. I focused on analyzing it, trying to sneak in. He only saw manhwa swing a hand that broke his body in two. This is not an insect factory. It's the door, from an unknown spatial location. Into this fog. He stood stroking his chin to analyze the strange demon Kia. They also appear inside the fog. Thanks this way. You touch the gate. What's the head on the other side? His eyes were on the other end of this insect nest. manhwa entered inside the gate. You've disappeared into the space gate. The boy's shadow did not hesitate. 1 foot in the door. Space quickly disappears only. The other door of space is firing off countless rays. On the other side there's a head sticking out. Manga went to another world. In front is a bright spot. Wrapped in countless black wires. Your pupils are wide open. It's an unimaginable sight. All around are giant skull spiders. It's spinning. Brown stone blocks is floating in bright orange space. Blare together. Spider giant mouth full of teeth screaming and shooting out black spider silk. As big as a rope. In the air, a scorpion-tailed dragon-headed monster. It's twisting and glistening. There's a dragon flapping its tattered wings in front of it. Its teeth are sharp. Two eyes glow wide open. It's like discovering that a stranger has entered. It's coming back around your head. Suddenly, something fell hard on a piece of rock. There are countless green spots that appear. Those are giant scorpion-tailed flies. It's full of sharp teeth. The leader of the two eyes flashed ferociously. They're flying right behind you. Are you crazy? Why are you here again? Get out of here. The system inside you can see this. Angry cursing. Ninja two eyes are still open and not out of shock. This place, where is this place after all? Why do you see that you are still unresponsive? You scream again. Do you want to die without a grave? Suddenly your eyes are bigger. Swiping the one that spun away. Giant flies, put your sharp tail up front. I'm about to catch up with you. Run as fast as you can. The system's in there. Make sure you get out of here. I'm going to destroy this cave. Get out from behind you. In front of the flies. The whole world is burning with fighting spirit. There's countless blue bubbles flying around. She crosses her hands up front. Crystal photogenic DM exhibition. The moment you jump through the door of space. When you hit the ground, the door to space also disappears. In the forest, a girl with purple hair, hands knee darts, mouth full of blood, lying still on the ground, wiggled by purple tentacles, groping in clothes, to make a certain sound of a labyrinthine beast. Blue hair, it's got a lot of eyes on it, and it's full of chains. It's like an octopus. Its tentacles wrap around the girl and lift her up. In the purple fog, the shadow of my love, fuck, and girl are caged up. Wrap up the two big open for on highs. Group of students surrounded by fog, getting lost talking. This damn fog. Which direction should we go? Then look ahead. There's a silhouette with two long braids, walking towards them. Nisfang holds it too well as a teacher. A big boy. When the wind comes out of the fog, the others are happy too. We are finally saved, Ms. We've encountered a lot of scary monsters before. One of you runs forever here. The teacher stood still and did not react. A boy came up and asked, Miss, why didn't you say anything? The corners of your mouth are still bleeding. It reveals two fangs. Suddenly the mouth is so big. Inside all these sharp fangs. Dive to bite the boy's neck, blood splash. The boy just had time to raise his hand, touching the bite that is bleeding profusely, and fell on his back to the ground. And the method has now changed too. Black eyes wide open, mouth full of fangs. The long fingers out like the prison shovels. The rest of the students saw this. Panic screaming, this is not a life-saving teacher. Aware of the danger of running away. But countless tentacles sprout from behind the handle. Wrap it up tight. I can only scream in despair. Only the two girls farthest away escape. But don't fly a person who tripped on a tree branch. You learn that and come back. Chimpanzees, wake up. Just say it, and bend down. The chimpanzee is lying on the ground in pain. My feet. Two girls run away from each other. Injured chimpanzee moves hard. Silk is not going to hold out anymore. Then the blood on her leg was left on the ground. That led to the chain of the chasing beast. It detects its prey. It's leaping forward. The two girls were arrested. This chain grows out of Fuong's hands. Hold the two scared little girls up. One of the fangs' eyes turned purple. Satisfied expression as he watched the two prey struggle hopelessly. He's being squeezed to death right in front of her. The child was wrapped in tentacles until he died, and his eyes were still wide open. After killing the students, lost, she turned to another way. Into the thick fog. The side of the barracks hidden in the fog. Someone outside is trying to get in. In the barracks, a girl sees Fuong's live signal. Appeared near Ninja's live signal on the console. It's called the piano. Can you hear me? Lost Lamb worries endlessly, talking into the communication device. Even if the enemy doesn't respond, I was injured again, so I couldn't say why. If you keep moving forward, you will meet Mink. He will help you. The assistant professor was surprised to hear that. I can't believe this. The room is not dead. But obviously, we saw her blue spot earlier. It's getting dark, and that's a sign that life is disappearing. Maybe the machine is wrong. The Lost Lin frowned. His tired face replied, I don't know. Even though we are a member of our community. If she's still alive, then we can't abandon her. With his combat experience, The dad quickly calmed down and made a judgment. But I feel like there's something strange about this. The possibility of machine failure is not very high in my experience. I didn't finish what the instructor interrupted. It's impossible. There's something in the fog. Lack Long looked at the two live signals on the screen. Be more careful though. I'll remind Minha to pay more attention. Suddenly, Minha's signal disappeared. To people at the same time Sao can. The instructor opened his eyes wide with wonder. Maybe he lost his life too. Look at that signal. Pupil eyes of Peanut Lamb maximum dilation. She screamed loudly at Minha communication equipment. Minha heard please reply. No response received. The assistant teacher left to announce one more bad news. The intercom displays the signal that side is prevented. There's a possibility that something disturbing has appeared. I'm worried about fucking shit. It's such an important time. A male student ran in and called out to the teacher. Why are you both back? He was crying and wobbling. Run to her teacher. She killed some of our classmates. When I received this news, my eyes were astonished. Recognized the severity, she called out to Minha device. Minha heard the answer immediately. I want to warn you. The person who's coming towards you is not the teacher. She's been controlled by something. That's not the Minha method. Can you hear me? What's approaching you is extremely dangerous. But there was no reaction. It makes the lost forest panic. The fear of not knowing what's hidden under Fuong's innocent look. At this moment, Minho is sitting on the ground because of the view over there by the door. The space just now. You still haven't fully breathed. The folding system sad hands glanced at you. Fortunately, I woke you up in time. Just look at a few more and your soul is gone. There's a lot of mystery in this world. It's not just looking human. You can't see it. You are so kind to me. It's like carelessly glancing at them. The real hell. The system is cheering you on with a foot wrapper. No wonder. Cheer up. Wait until you are strong enough. Then those things are nothing. You only know how to sigh. Put your hands on your knees and stand up. I admit that I was threatened. Very quickly his spirit was renewed. Clenched fists say. But that doesn't scare me. You put it on the intercom. I think it's because I'm so mobile that the intercom, it's broken. There's footsteps behind you. When he came back, he saw the police officer. Holding hands and leaning against the tree. You're glad you didn't die. Thank God. The corners of her blood-soaked mouth crept up on me. I'm hurt. Please help me a little. She said she just moved on. Ming also ran back. Mom. As he approached, he saw her eyes open wide. It's full of blood, and the blood is red, and the pupils are bleeding. I asked the teacher what her eyes were doing. It's like bleeding. She put her hand up to wipe her eyes or she was injured. It's just hurt. Please help me a little. I'm doing my best. He looked down at Fuong's feet in wonder. Isn't it strange that the teacher's shoes are wet? From the forest to my place, we have to cross that river. The current situation of the teacher, it must be very difficult to step on rocks to cross the river. Your eyes are wide open as if to reveal something. Not waiting for you to think clearly, both eyes are emitting a purple light. Reached out hands with sharp claws rushed at him. Her attack fell to the ground in the dust. You jumped to the side, this guy's got a problem. When I looked up again, she's transformed into the appearance of a monster. Full of tentacles. You're amazed to see it. It's the monster outside the train. That was Raw before. It swallows the crew on board. In person is to digest that employee. And it turns into the look of an employee. Tio blend into the train. You've been thinking about the process of what happened on board. Then confirm, sure, the process by which it appropriated the body of the teacher. The conductor is dead. He must have swallowed the body of the local priest. And then it turns into what she looks like. This monster is cruel. I can't believe it's so deceptive. If not before, I've seen his blood-red eyes. I too would have been caught off guard. It's in the form of a full-body purple woman. Very long hair to eyes flashing. He's using his sharp fingernails right now. The floss said your teacher tastes delicious. It's the voice of the teacher. It's inherited the human language. Your eyes are closed. I will not let you go. The monster turned around and responded. I will not forgive you. Humanity is dirty and despicable. Its power shootout. Make Minha lean back. Last time you ruined my good. He reached one hand forward. Curls of hair as big as the roots fluttered behind them. Cruel tone. Now I have to eat you clean. You don't have any bones left. Its curls turn into tentacles. Consecutive attacks towards Minha. You skillfully dodged. Its method of attack. It's very similar to the devil's tree in the training room. Fortunately, I've been practicing lately. When you jump up and dodge an approaching tentacle, you think you've got to find its attack loophole. Then counterattack. Its tentacles hit the ground. I can't see Minha anymore in a blink of an eye. There's a foot on a tree branch. That's Minha. You're hiding in a tree. Observe the beast with a passionate expression. And we've got to find the right spiritual broker. The rule of law doesn't kill it. Feet with sharp claws. Is picking up momentum high. The animal's tentacles are wrapping themselves, fused together, into a giant supersized hairtail. Its body flexes in the air. Two eyes radiating to streams of purple power. He opened his mouth full of fangs. Thank your teacher. It gives us greater power. She tossed her hair. He broke the tree he was standing on. You jumped to the ground. She threw her hair back. To break up the surrounding rock. We will still be stronger. She said. Her hair's tail kept hitting hard. The places it's hit by its tail. The ground cracked as if there had been an earthquake. He stood there looking at you with confidence. I will eat you and be stronger. You hold a handful of earth in your hand. The beast burst into power. Jump up to Kowlow towards you, flashing. The right time to use the technique. He threw mud in his face. The monster they were shooting took a few steps back. Your eyes are fixed. Magical brokers aren't enough. The force is not strong enough. There's no way to kill it. The beast half kneeling on the ground watching him provoke. You only have a little talent. Your teacher has 7 hopes. It hurls people at you. 2 hands on the ground. A pale light enveloped him. 2 his hands gradually turned into mud. Now you've got to out to catch its shot. The monster is more excited to attack in a row. Minha struggled to throw his fist up against. Her contemptuous tone echoed. Your human way of fighting. Now I know it like the palm of my hand. The beast that imitates the instrument, for example, you will now. Back off. He punches his hands to the ground. Because avoiding you actually backed away. Without knowing that in the back there's one that looks sharp purple. The dust under your feet made you slip. Fell forward to save a life. Only the arm with the nose looks like it's bleeding. The look suddenly disappeared. The beast is feeling lucky. It's avoided. Behind, it just pulled a sharp tail out of the ground. There's still bright red blood. It puts that blood in its mouth to taste. The blood is strong. Much better than your teacher. You make people feel disgusted. You stand in front of it in the calculation. I only hit 13 fists. It's a long way from 49. It's impossible to implement the Middle East soul. And again, he's seen through his dodge. Keep getting close to the door as before. Too dangerous. Your eyes are steady. If it wasn't for luck. I'm afraid I've had an intestinal puncture. You think of the dirt that makes you slip. Minha stood still thinking. Good luck can't save you every time. You have to find a powerful broker, strong enough to kill it. Normal sand slurry has absolutely no effect on it. Without noticing that something was wiggling on the ground, getting closer. A sharp tentacle suddenly crashed into the face. Makes you look a little backwards. Superhuman evolution handicap 46. Business ha stupefied people. Amazed at the extraordinary power and the blow. The power of the doctor. Millions of people in front of you. Has now transformed into a fearsome warrior. It's exuding an overwhelming atmosphere like a hurricane. Nothing can stop that kick coming straight at you. Carrying strength as if to crush. All fortunately. With reflections in a split second, you can move to the side. I can feel the wind blowing through me. Makes my heart beat faster. I saw the person in front of me perform a great trick. I was so shocked that I couldn't say a word. When the debris from the VA hits violently, slowly falling down, I look up at the scene in front of me. In my heart I thought. There's only one thought in my head. Stone bottle shell. This type of stone bottle shell 10 times harder than normal lava. Look at this picture. Minha remembers the training sessions. The previous time, during morning training with the teachers, I saw the bottle quarrying cave at a cliff in the valley. Minha's eyes widened. The light is sharp. When you look around carefully, all your senses are tense like strings, ready to react to any movement, even the smallest. In the stifling air full of the smell of rock dust, Minha thought silently, the fog is so big, I can't see where the cave is. After that, he poured all his body power. Like a tearing arrow, the air soared and disappeared. Every wind whistles around you. Leave it behind, it's just debris. And the aftershock of the last battle, I remember thinking there was a single tree. As it soars high, I suddenly noticed a big tree, standing right in front. The dense foliage swayed with the wind, as if to challenge your progress. With keen reflexes, Minha leaned to the side, skimmed through it narrowly. That's good, that's it. Behind the wind, following like a hurricane, screams echoing through the sky. I want to run, the sound is powerful, as if to tear the air apart. It makes Minha shiver. But instead of looking back, he just clenched his fist. His eyes lit up with determination. Minha used all the power, running through the forest wearing the back. The guy kept screaming, "You will not escape, so I will eat you." With my own sensitivity, he quickly approached the big tree in front of him. I found it, but the monster was quickly chased. Minha's footsteps stopped. It feels like that AA's footsteps are coming up behind you. Turn around. His eyes were cold in front of the man who had just appeared. The enemy laughed contemptuously. Your fists are useless to me. Minha's voice was full of sarcasm. Not waiting for the enemy to respond, he used all his great power. A violent blow like tearing the sky down. Make the space shake. This makes it more aggressive. He brushed his teeth quickly, as if to grab the Minha. To people, to sources of power. And the battle officially begins. However, the enemy did not give up. He chased after Minha, exhausted to where Minha said, I told you. His voice was determined to look at the person in front of him. I won't let you go. I can see that he is not afraid of his power. He trembled and said, What do you do? He wondered how you could do it. Minha's eyes became colder. I answered with determination. No matter what you are. Even in your monster kingdom. How disgusting. Dare to invade the land of our people. We will destroy you. Listen to Minha's challenging answer. Angry, he shouted. Your brother's face can't escape. You can't escape from this place. This demon screams echoing through space, as if to tear the sky apart. His whole body shook. The body begins to change in a horrible way. His skin is dark. His long claws were as sharp as blades. His red eyes lit up with hatred and bloodlust. His sharp fangs glowed out as he growled. Makes a sound that's both terrifying and powerful. It makes the surrounding air heavy. You will all have to die. You will not escape this fog. Can't escape. After singing so ferociously, the enemy fell down the cliff and was defeated. He saw the light from the belly of this demon. I wonder what that is. Suddenly a bird appeared. She realized it, and she screamed out of surprise. Is fate heard that Minha wondering? The destiny. Can you give and change that superhuman gift? Look at the blue stone in front of you. She explained it right. This moon lover is quite high level. But it's still in its adult stage. It's already been done by you. Minha hands out to take the fate and say, I met it for the first time. It doesn't feel very good. But this time it's much stronger. It almost took my life. She landed her feet on the ground and said, this kind of intelligent adult monster, it's scary to let it grow indefinitely. The future will be a loving moon. Ning looked at it intently. What is the reason for this precious destiny? Oops, that sounds like it. I suggest you give it to me first. I can purify you. Fate is slightly infected. Gas of the heterozygous monster. You still can't use it. Minha brought Fate to the place of Songlam. She told him to wait for the urinal. You're not borrowing me for growth. Calm down and answer. I see that you are much stronger than your beloved moon. I hear that the dog has no reaction. She said, well, it's comparable to yourself. We didn't have a deal before. Why did you convince me? I help you. You said you wanted me to feel it. The beauty and meaning of human existence. There has been a bit of copper lately, love, but it's a long way from the day we changed our stance. That's how you help me. Help me be strong enough, so strong that it's possible to confront all the subjects of the universe landed on Earth. When you hear that, you ask the right question. It's not like we're betting, Sao. I rely on you to grow. You asked me to become stronger. My face became darker than mine, he replied. But I saw the scene inside the cave. Ninha's face color monster chose to change color. She glanced at him and calmly replied, "You don't believe in yourself." That is how he responded very firmly. "Trust me, sit down." She said, "Forget what you saw in the cave." The girl's eyes became deeper, she lamented. "I hate that place too. Compare it to your world. It's very ugly and pristine. Look at the girl who was talking to me. You're right. We made a deal." "I can't believe you said that," suddenly. Minha stands on high. Look at the enemy who was defeated. He quickly carried himself on his back. Suddenly, in the earphones, there was a voice. Minha heard, "Please reply." "You said you heard the order." The commander standing there asked me, "You found the key?" Minha replied, "Well, I am carrying her back to the barracks." That's what the other guy asked. "She's dead, isn't she? Look at the person on the back you're carrying." "You're right. But I don't want to leave her here. Let the monsters despise." At the other end of the line, I asked him in shock. "You don't know. The monster controls the fiddle. Is Love Moon. Possessing the ability to swallow others. I killed him. It's good to say that." Then the other end of the line is good. "You said you found all the evidence. Let's get out of this fog." I hesitated to say, "I've seen some." Thinking back to the desolation on the cliffs, my father replied in fear, "I saw some scary things. Once they get here, we're going to die." Lam heard that and ordered a little more. "You're back in business now. It seems like there are no monsters on your side." "Receive orders," Minha replied. Sublime Evolution Handicap 47. A march is climbing up the mountain. They're carrying heavy, burning luggage. The tired man in the group asked his brother, "We've been gone that long. I haven't been back to the village yet." He came back aggressive, hit him hard in the head. Make him cry out in pain. His face is different. "If it wasn't for your stupid opinion, there's no way we're going that far. To steal the red-eyed monster and sell it for money." The other is holding his head, "Because of the very painful blow that hit you in the head." He shakily replied, "How far is it?" "I don't know. The fog came and I couldn't find my way home." In turn, the crew looked at the eggs on their backs. And he said he picked up a big bucket of red-eyed eggs. It's troublesome not to be able to return. People speak out. "You guys, do you feel that something is following us?" This guy says it makes you more upset. I turned around and yelled at them, "That's your kid. Don't be suspicious of ghosts all day." I saw something strange. Over there they trembled, saying everyone was screaming. It has appeared already. Asian front picture. 3 or 4 people hugged each other and jumped in fear. The nurse saw them like that and asked, "You're farmers in the village, why are you running here?" Brother in front of me. The farmers became calmer than he was. The dead man said, "We are afraid to die. I thought I saw them demons." You see in front of you the farmers are working. She wonders to speak up. "It's not that we made the announcement. You can't go into the mountains. Listen to this girl." One of the people explained that Actually, we want to make some money. I keep speaking up. Red-eyed monster eggs. They sell for 100 times more than chicken eggs. We think the monster has been destroyed. So come here to find red-eyed monster eggs. I can see the eggs they're wearing. You guys have a lot of red-eyed eggs. They put the big baskets of eggs on the ground and said yes. That's right. These 3 big sticks are all eggs. The deputy replied, "That's good. That's enough of your eggs. Let's get them back to camp." Then he turned around and asked the woman standing behind him, "How long have you been on the side?" Lower Na immediately replied, I see a long-term sign. She's looking for a group of lost students. Finally, she put her iPad out in front of her and continued. She informed us by sign. Maybe she meet us at the foot of the mountain. In an hour. I hear that dream remind me. It takes some time to get from where we are. So we met a long time ago. Then back to camp. Receive orders now order. Her voice was full of inner strength screaming. Stay close behind, to teachers. You two are super fake. See the faces of the farmers. Become more worried. To people, can you check our backs first? The director asked why. The farmer at the top of the group, we just felt like something was following us. It was very strange, coming from behind to inform him. I checked one earlier. Turns out nothing. If it's true, maybe I can't go back. Dream Deputy said, it is better to check it carefully. You can also lower it. In a very understanding house deep in the forest, Long Time has quickly responded, feet in front of this house. When they come out, they are happy. It surprised you. You long time ago. See this situation. I asked them if everyone was okay. Is anyone injured? Who in the crowd said no. But something was chasing us earlier, that's right. It's extremely scary. Turn around and look at them and say, well. Go and follow me. We have to go back to camp like that. Let's get out of this fog. If they hear that, follow me. They said yes, thank you for the long time. At the mountain cave stream. The forest is well coordinated. Help each other overcome obstacles. It takes a long time. Turn around and look at the people behind you, thinking silently. I found all the lost students around here. Now just follow the signs that are marked. To meet with the master. You raise your voice to them. Stay close and don't get lost. Go for a while. I see something wrong in here. She screamed loudly, warning everyone around her. Everyone's attention on top. You quickly use your power. Against the demon that's coming to attack them. This demon can fly. And there's fangs coming to eat them. Suddenly, he used his power. Great move out. Then the demons gradually disappear. All of us admire the power of time. They feel bad for a long time. You've been bad for a long time. We're dealing with a red-eyed spider monster. It's hard, and she alone killed 10 of them. Kia is right. When will we ever reach her level? The girl said, I'm sure you've had your mouth shut for a long time. They seem proud to respond. It's reassuring. That's what the Kia said. A friend of mine has come to the grave. The girl asked the teacher. Master Trung, what is this fog after all? There's a lot of scary things in it that I see. Whose classmates were dragged away is the Sao monster. It's not the boss's monster. It's all been eradicated. The deputy replied calmly. What's inside the fog gets here in a different way. We can't stay here long either. There will be more monsters. Seeing that, he reassured them. We've found a way out of this fog. In short, everyone has to work together. The deputy screamed loudly. It's like giving power to everyone. That's right. People remember. You're students, but you're also superheroes. What you're dealing with now is something that every pseudo-divine, they all face the front line, must be uplifting. The deputy director ordered both of them. His voice screamed loudly. Let's go over this mountain road. We're at the barracks. I look at the corpses around me. Lots of monsters like this. They are all shocked. Look at the dead bodies on the ground. That's a lot of monsters. If we do, we're dead. Who killed them? Suddenly someone appeared. Make them gaping, Nalandella. Look at the big spiders on the ground. Give orders to return to the camp. Everyone is waiting for your group. I saw that she was full of injuries. I asked the teacher if she was okay. You're seriously injured. Milan gradually regained its position. She stood up and trembled and said, no, just a little tired. Just get some rest. Suddenly the big spider is aggressive, slowly regains strength. It's going straight into the land from the back. I saw that the whole group of dream assistants were running around, screaming wretchedly through the forest. They shouted, the teacher can't come out. The farmer looks like that. He shivered 7 and fell to the ground. And he started to shiver and he said, We're stuck here. I told you there was something following us. That's it. That's it. Lower Na is also worried. If always follow us, why didn't he start with us in the first place? The director said that. That monster is waiting for us to get together. Then a whole batch of us. It's like the behavior of ants. I asked him about the nature of animals. She stared at the animal. He replied when he discovered the ants. No matter how hungry, ants won't eat them right away. It'll hide behind the ants until the ants get home. They've brought ants to their nests. And then the anteaters devour the entire colony, including the queen ant. Giant ants have a special way of communicating. If an ant is attacked, it'll remind you to leave. So the Kyo monster made fun of us. Like ants. Deliberately waiting until we are crowded with people, and then we're all in this place. The deputy replied yes. La Chan immediately said, but it doesn't choose. Wait until we get back to the barracks. They're stopping us in the middle of this mountain. It's conscious. In our barracks, there will be more talented people holding on. He also knows fear. What this means is, that monster is not invincible. Your voice is firm. Echoing through the forest. The students, they're all getting spider webs, red eyes attached to the trunk. This time I called out to the professor. The assistant teacher saved those students. Then she bravely walked towards the giant red-eyed spider. Eloquent tone. I'll deal with this monster myself. She saved herself in the back. I'm a little worried. Let her talk. I know you're strong, but be careful. The venomous spider now brings its two limbs forward. Want to catch her? He opened his mouth wide, and his teeth look terrible. His face is extremely aggressive. It runs so fast towards it. You're a very brave woman. You use your feet to hit the ground, soared into the air. The impact was so strong that the ground broke apart. Finally, she turned around to dodge the spider's web. That mutant spider just spat out. Just dodge the spider web. She's just thinking about what she's trying to do. He said he's getting more angry now. Put your two limbs up. And screaming so loud. Not only that, he even stabbed his thorns to the ground. Make the ground crumble. Those spikes pierced quickly, but they did. Fortunately, the boat escaped. You lost momentum and missed. She reached down to the ground and looked at it with angry eyes. She looked around again. The trees have uprooted and made holes, causing a ground that's about to landslide. Suddenly the ground came back. That spider's spine's pierced. It's extremely dangerous. The spider was poisonous for a long time, lost momentum and quickly rushed to, with a wicked face and fiery teeth. But I won't give up for a long time. That quickly turns on one, soared into the air. Fly past that poisonous spider. Mr. Trung also quickly removed the spider web for the students. I appreciate her. As expected of Lu Zhen, student strength ranked 2nd of year 2. She is the pride of our school. If it's another student, it can't make us feel safe. I hope she can buy us some time. Suddenly, it's like seeing something that stutters. Save her. Don't tell me to save her. Master Trung is very worried in his heart, but look at her. The spider is about to land on its body. As if to fight it. He hurriedly turned to scream. Come on, we've got to hurry, girl. You're still afraid to cover your mouth with one hand. He landed on the back of the spider. But you still can't stand on it. I also turned to him and told him. We need to believe in meditation. Poisonous spider, I can see her appearance on my back. Immediately swayed the body, so that she can't balance and fall down. She's kind of anticipating this. Quickly soared into the air. Keep on flying down. She uses her thunder eagle. And stomped on his back. And then she jumps to the ground and she slides. Everything happens quickly. It doesn't have time to resist. The part of the ground you landed on was burned by her thunder foot. It's smoking white. Then she reached out her hand behind the rock. I almost want to pull my stick from there. I can hold the stick. She directly uses thunder turned over stick, and then force it down. The stick is now being pushed by you. He flew quickly towards the spider. Variation of the stick, coming at full speed. Let the spider in. Stand up with fear. But that stick is covered in thunder. Slow down to the ground. Electric part thunder from the stick also quickly let out spider body, causing it to scream painfully because of the electric shock. After that electricity has passed through, he also quickly stops his hand. It punches him in the body very hard. That poisonous spider also opened its mouth in pain. They seem to want to swallow you. But, unfortunately, it's got fangs. It sprayed something purple on her. Seeing that is also very surprising. She heard the call and looked back in amazement. Then Ra's Master Trung running to save this way. He threw something up to stop the mucus that the spider just spat out. They quickly had to run towards him. And suddenly she stopped, and she looked down. I'll think of a way. He's in the back very worried about you. But she understands your concern. Reply to the professor. Then she turned her head to look at him, mouth with a gentle smile continued. It's my choice, it's my duty. I believe that after they grow up, one day my brother will follow in my footsteps, when they are in danger. Then she was brave. Bravely walked towards the poisonous spider again. Around your body, it's radiating an infinite amount of red energy. She lowered her voice again. Keep your eyes on the spider and it's fine. It is also an obligation to me. When protecting your kids. Suddenly there are countless smaller venomous spiders. Where did you come from? Then he came towards them. The students saw that and swore. Where the fuck are these fucking spiders? But they didn't do any harm to them. On the contrary, they are eating their own flesh. People around you are screaming out of fear. The student standing next to me, see that? I can't help but put a hand over my mouth. It's horrible. What the hell are they doing? I also feel that they are horrible. And wonder why they're eating their fellows. After eating those little poisonous spiders back towards the giant's top spider, they put themselves in their mouths of that top spider. It's a bizarre sight. That's how they feel. I can't help but be horrified by this sight. And then the spider got bigger and bigger. Like being buff, more power. Mr. Trung saw this scene and understood something. Turn to them and tell them. Eat your friends to heal. This bastard uses his accomplices to heal. Some of them responded. Oh shit, don't we fight for nothing? It takes a lot of effort and energy to end it. He turned to. It was a bit of a surprise to my students. When I saw the students sitting down in fear, he quickly spoke up. Remember, students, you're also evolution hunters. You also have the ability. We have to act together to get rid of this spider. Right. Why can you leave the meditation to fight alone? She helped us a lot, didn't she? The people in the back also understood the situation but explained it to him. It's not their fault. This widow spider is a masterclass evil. It has its own field. It's going to sow fear in our spirit and bury the will to fight. It scares people to make its seeds germinate. When it sprouts, it's going to be able to control everybody's mind who have not yet reached the solar rink. Can't resist. Listen to her talk about it. I was in a hurry to ask. So what do we do now? Professor finished. Is there a way to melt these spider webs? But his face was a little sad and he replied. I can, but there are still some students who are stuck. Can't leave them behind. The police understood the situation. I turned to look at the spider in front of me. This widow spider is capable of self-healing. It's almost impossible to kill it, Professor, but the assistant will get the students out of here first. I'm going to stop this monster. I am very worried about her and ask her why. After we left, they will surround you and attack you. It's going to be hard to get rid of when it happens. While they're not paying attention, then that poisonous spider spits out mucus. Purple is lucky. For Professor Song, he quickly turned into a yellow shield to cover them. That mucus is quickly blocked. I look up and think. An acid rain that's scary. He reached out his hands. He took the yellow shield. Half of the students were saved. She's at the bottom also hiding in her mouth saying, this widow spider has been hurt by you. We have a chance to get out. But he turned his head. I spoke to her in a seven-tone tone. It's embarrassing. Everything you see can be done to create a shield. You can't face the spider. This is a disaster. To face those mutant monsters. There's no ripples in my heart. You really are a brave girl. Save yourself and remove the spider web from your head. Just turned to them and said, Dry Widow has eaten more than half of her beloved spiders. It doesn't just heal wounds, but the power seems even stronger. It's now in the air. Around you, it's an infinite source of blue energy. The center is still trying to use it, with all his power to remove the spider's web. The spider will not spare them. He sprayed something red where they were standing. The student is now standing up. Together to destroy them, even if you are scared to death. We're also still students of the Superhuman Academy. I don't want to be a coward waiting to die. On the side of saving, she's flying with her power. Make the order below also have to look. Suddenly, her face was filled with anger. But smash it down with a powerful hand. Middle extreme soul meaning, she's pushing out that energy. Bearing the name, it's very powerful towards the monster. It's like being struck by lightning. And then land on the ground with your feet. Around the feet there's still electric sparks. She looked at the monster. With a face full of wonder and wonder. In front of you right now is smoke. You can't see the monster inside. The monster was not injured. On the contrary, it's even stronger and more vicious towards you. Around the nose, it's emitting terrifying red rays of light. In his angry eyes, it was the savior who made it so raw. It's now with my bewildered face. It's like getting lost in the spider web that it causes. Heaven sagging blood curtain. It all seems to be his plan. You're like a little ant lost in its web. His head still thinks the ant. Try to struggle to get out. But it doesn't seem to be in time. His head still thinks countless words from the ant. That spider's web was attached to her hand. But she didn't give up and tried to get her hands out. Her face is dazed, thinking this is magic. He's looking at her with countless eyes. Ant, delicious ant. She heard what he said and screamed angrily. We're not ants. But the lone spider wouldn't let her. You are the pests of the universe. We're just eating pests. Master Trung is now. They also quickly open the spider's web. Hold on tight, that find the way. It's okay, Cho. One by one our students go out. Speak out loud to everyone. Don't Chen. The students are happier now. Finally got out. He came back and said her name. But keep it on the side. He seemed to have realized something to tell him. It seems like she's possessed. You don't wake up anyway. He's still trying to keep calling. They saw her turning her back on them. Body stiff. The smaller venomous spiders continue to come out of nowhere. The professor said it again in anger. He's still trying to wake you up. Long time self-preservation on the side. I'm trying to use my hands. Punch those poisonous spiders. My mouth is constantly whining about so many spiders. And those spiders quickly sprayed their webs. Spiders fill the back doors. If you see it, tell him immediately. The mesh cage is starting to be mended. If you don't leave, he'll be late. When he saw that he didn't care, he called out. The students still need protection. We can't stay here. He looked at the stream. Face very much worried about sweating. Or if you're possessed. It's only a long time just to save myself. And she's stiff on the other side. Without moving a bit, you keep thinking stomach. I hope her will is strong enough. Then he spun his mouth endlessly. Sorry, I have to be safe for a while. After the two of them left, the entrance was finally blocked by a spider's web. To remain in the illusion, I'm still talking to the monster. It's not that we're not the pests of the universe. She used a contemptuous tone. Talk to it. Don't you feel ridiculous? An inferior monster bit. Swallowing teammates to heal themselves. I dare to make fun of human beings. And she looked down at the monster and she said, at least about this. Human beings, we are 100,000 times more noble than you. I can die for my team. And you swallow the flesh of your own kind. You don't feel disgusted. But the monster answered in a cruel tone. Your partner. Your friends have left you and gone. Don't care too much to continue. This is my choice. It goes on as if to hurt your spirit. But it's also their choice. They chose to leave you. Photos of them after they were sent out. is in front of it. It goes on and on. They can continue to laugh. Continue to live peacefully. They don't know you're stuck here. I don't know when. There were hundreds around her. Thousands of eyes are closing. It hasn't stopped talking. Your body will be bitten by my children. There's no bones left. Your soul will forever be imprisoned here. Endure the cycle of biting. He was angry and shouted. I know your trick. You can't lock me up. But the monster hasn't stopped. I know your will is strong. Faith is strong. But solitude is a man's greatest weakness. People are most afraid of being alone. It's called faith or will. It was pumped in and imposed by someone else. Image of save display, are wrapped up in strings, hands and feet, appeared in front of his eyes. When there is no one beside you, you are the only one who is being punished. What does your faith even mean? The flow of time here is slow enough. You have enough time to think. Images of Lu Thien's everyday life continues to appear. That's why it goes on. You really are pathetic. 6. Search in your memory. Think carefully. It looks like the arrogant she. Always getting the attention of the crowd. Pictures of the boys around her. That fascinates me. It hasn't stopped hurting your spirit. But never felt the true love. His words made her really remember that moment. I'm sure you can get a couple of boyfriend massages. Appeared before my eyes. This is the picture of the blonde. They flatter you over your shoulder. They pretend to flatter you, but they distance themselves from you. They feel you're not close enough. I feel you far away. I feel like you have a perfect image. Without my blemish, artificially. Pictures of people who praise you. Appearing in front of you again. Mission this time. We have been successful for a long time. Even the image of the injured being self-bandaged. Time in here goes by very slowly, very slowly. The picture on your phone screen. It's all manhwa names and mobile criminals. After all those words, it goes on. You can slowly think. In front of you is a giant mutant spider. All around you are little spiders. To give it more power. Manhwa rushed to. He's really worried about you. The teacher is outside right now. The mouth never stops screaming. It's all gone. Is there anyone inside? Nen now quickly ran to. But is held by the hand of self-preservation. The master continued. It's hard to get out. Don't give up on long meditation. When he ran to everyone there was surprised. Even Mr. Trung also Minhao. Why is it you? The teacher turned to him right now. Manga, don't go in there. That dry widow threatened the owner. Your power has not reached the Japanese level. As long as you get in there, it's even harder to move to feet. Let's not talk about exercising superhuman abilities. But Mr. Trung still doesn't stop talking so he doesn't come in. You will be overcome by fear. I agree with you on the side. That's right. That's right. That only adds to the trouble of long meditation. But he screamed in front of them. A voice full of heartbreak. The suffering of losing someone. Then he ran to the entrance. The face is very worried about the inside. Mouth continues. Manhwa shouted loudly. The pain of losing someone. I clapped my hand to my chest so hard. That little bit of fear is nothing. He rushed inside the cave. People around me are worried. Pointing to Manhwa direction. That a voice came from the radio. Please reply to the market. I heard the voices of two people. The assistant teacher replied, please reply. Master Trung spoke out in command. We heard you. The teacher said Lan was killed by a widow. The teaching assistant took her phone. The current situation. The police officer told me the situation was clear. The intercom is always open. Something just happened. I sent the members of the Long organization there right away. Maybe he's coming. People are talking about members of the Long organization. Member of the Long organization. Stronger than the teachers. Right. But we only saw Manhwa running towards. There are no Long members. I thought he might be a cowboy. But it's not that, she's just a freshman. The thoughts running constantly in my head. What are you kidding? Member of the Long organization. I am a newly admitted student. Lost Lin can speak. Master Trung. You to take the students back to camp. Back to the side of Manhwa running towards. Long time is facing the giant spider. You scream for a long time. Manhwa launched to high. You stomp your feet and the spiders fall apart. You keep punching them so they can't catch up. You all die for me. The spider god comes at you swinging on his fists. And you. He punched the spider so hard that it flew away. You, too, dare to touch her. The monster ate a punch and was motionless. Minha continues to close. A series of punches are thrown out. He grinds his teeth. The monster's body was punched by Minha. You didn't say a word. You just kept beating him to death. Minha shouted. Punch the broken spider. A finishing blow that creates a huge shock. The smoke was blowing, and it was running away. The monster flies away. You screamed when he tried to run away. I'll kill you. I have a special weapon in my hand that wants to hide. You raise your hand to the sky. Giant punches appear flying. Theo, the spider of the grave. It's like flying punches, like long-range missiles. Die for me. Hundreds of blows to the monster. The monster now has only one head. With some legs. Another is crawling to observe Minha from a distance. The spider screamed, and he used one foot to kill the grass. Your eyes are cold at the end. Elite Bank Authority grave last right. Power-covered Minha Lao's punch too. A blow like an explosion. The whole ground is still under investigation. Your eyes are back to normal. The monster was buried deep in the hole. She opened her eyes and fell down. He quickly grabbed her hand. Minha helped long in time. She slowly opened her eyes for a long time. Minha's voice gradually from a distance. You are like you are sinking to the bottom of the sea. How do I do this? Minha is a light clinging to her hand as a. You fall asleep. Who saved me? My head hurts too much. Minha carry long time row. There's a teacher who runs to the teacher. Teacher announcement. The students arrived safely at the barracks. You're lucky you solved the dry widow. Otherwise, the casualties will be more serious. You look at her gently. You've dried the dying woman for a long time. I'm just naked too. She's hit by a ghost. It's not going well. Teacher review. I hope she doesn't fall into a spiritual trap. If so, it might turn into a vegetable. Probably not. She said something before she went into a coma. That's good. Let's go back to the base first. Maybe Chief Optimist Lin, I mentioned the second mission to you. Both chat. When we got to the mountain, she said she'd tell you when the time comes. Minha remembered the lost limb told her. The teacher said, I saved a long time ago. Did anyone see you fight? Probably not. They just saw you come in. Why? He laughed. The Chief Optimist Lamb joined the Long organization. I don't agree. But now I feel lucky. Because I didn't refuse to let you join. It's hard to understand what this teacher's statement means. The world again. I'm the leader of the Long Na Namdu organization. Of course, you can continue to call me Officer Chu 7. You stupid organizer Long. Chief Chu 7 said. The identity of all members will be kept confidential. Just like you. On the outside is the first-year student of Namdu Academy, but I'm still a member of Long Na 7 ceremony. Minha replied to the teacher seriously. I'm sorry, I have to stay fit. You're obviously so tired. But I couldn't get to the rescue in time. I made you come here. You won't blame me. I still want to stay fit right now. Minha was silent for a while. You said you had your job. The giant centipede is the key. Let's get out of this white fog. But we can't just expect them to obey. I believe in you. Ability to coordinate on the battlefield of Chief Optimist Lamb. The officer's eyes lit up. You're smart. It's also very good. If I waste my energy with a dry widow. Later, while dealing with that mutant face centipede. The possibility of malpractice. That giant's face. I've had two mutations. Once, it was in the underground pipeline in Landoong City, where Minha has seen. Once in the fog in Taysun. The real power near the army level is the monster. So, it's impossible for anything to go wrong. You said you had a problem. Then all the search and rescue institutions. Everything becomes meaningless. Your choice and Chief Optimist Lamb's was correct. Chu 7 smiled and pulled the hat of respect. I'm glad you understand that. In the fog, the mysterious teacher put his hands back on the hat. I'm glad you understand that. Minha turned to ask for a long time, so what's the second task? The teacher replied, we need, you keep hiding your identity as a member of the organization. You wonder why that is. The teacher gave us feedback in a small voice. Receive intelligence. In Namdu Academy, there are members of the organization Theme Choir. Minha exasperated. The gods are the gods. The teacher turned to Minha to continue explaining. Long's main task is to pull out the poisonous sprout of God's power. Here's why. Why did you get into the Long organization? The doctor who summoned the HOA letter that he encountered in Lanyang. Just a free man, outside the circle of God. He's using his work. Please enter the call. Desired intention. Achieving the recognition of the theocracy. The doctor stood laughing pervert. They invented bad things. Remember back then. Minha is extremely angry. It's caused a disaster, leading to risks and upheavals in the city. It's called a cult joining work. A teacher Kwon replied. That's right, they're honored. You've been in contact with millions of letters, so you know how crazy he is. He was screaming. Let's say it's just a little experiment. Minha sharp eyes. There are people like that in the academy. Sao teacher feedback. How do you feel about this fog accident? He looked down thoughtfully. I can't see the traces made by people. There was no trace of the accident. Everything is a natural disaster. There are no human figures around. But if you make good use of it, the duration of this new student training, then a great calamity. There were very few casualties. When people show up, it's going to turn into a massacre at the cradle, producing out super fake. It's like we're all living in a bubble, controlled by the monsters. Powerful pseudo-mortals will be on high alert. Even God's power is very difficult to kill them. Minha heard the teacher explain, but feel bewildered. The teacher continued to explain, but if you kill a fake superhuman, at a time when they are still growing up, the future 15, the forces that confront our resolute universe, there will be a difference. Then on a bright day, Southern Capital Superhuman Academy will reach high development. Every year Namdu Academy, creating a huge amount of fake superheroes for society. For example, people like you, and long ago. The future will surely, it's a solid pillar for humanity. If you die in this maze accident, they will win the last flag. It's like being pushed through, I thought. Sorry, I didn't think that deeply. This is a long war. Two sides like water with fire. On one side are wild animals hunting furiously. On one side are fake superheroes ready to fight. We fight for our survival instincts. What about them, fighting for their murderous instincts? Leave it behind. The road is flat. The road ahead is full of thorns. The teacher added. They can use any trick. Humans are not the only intelligent beings in this war. 3 people they're trying to move through a bumpy road full of obstacles. Minha's eyes gradually became indignant. If there's someone behind this maze. Real manipulation. I'm going to pull that guy's head out. They're hiding very deep. Everyone wears a different mask. Maybe a teacher. It can also be a student, maybe even a member of our own. The teacher told me, I need you to remain suspicious with every single person you come in contact with at the Southern Academy. Minha replied, I know. Look at the injured person, fainted on his shoulder. Teacher continued, you have to hide your identity, member of the Long organization, even with your little girlfriend. You're not mentioned either. She quickly denied it was not her. Yeah, she's in a coma and she probably won't see you. Get closer to where choose 7 more hotels. Before the Kia students and lecturers, I didn't see you fight. So you suffer a little. I'll take the credit, kill Dry Widow, and save a long time for you. Minha meekly replied. I listen to the organization. Point your hands towards everyone. Teacher feedback, rest assured. We'll make it up to you more. Hearing this, his eyes lit up. Bonus money, the officer replied, of course. Money is just one of them. 3 of them have returned. Everyone's running back interested. A man with a worried face asked Minha. You saved a long time. You just dropped down, you just answered. Not you. I'm just running there for a little longer. Teacher Chu 7 killed the widow. The man wondered why. Minha feedback, of course, I'm only temporarily excited. Even though Sao has long been my BE friend. Standing in the crowd, he continues to deny me. How can I beat the widow dry? The girl is speaking for a long time, I told you. The girl in front of me continued. They even said, you're a member of the Dragon Organization. Why does that happen? Long organization. It's the elite of the government. You and I have just entered college. The guy with glasses on his shoulder also responded. I'm in the same room with him. He has nothing to do with the Long Organization. Minha turned his face to ask. I have collected 10 of the evidence. The monster hasn't been gassed by rainwater yet. Glasses guy. Hands in front of you piled up over there. Just waiting for that mutant monster to show up. The monster egg baskets have been carefully covered. You wear glasses like you see something. He's being difficult to understand. Because there's a wobble in the nearby puddle. It's coming, where everybody's standing, starting to tilt. Make it all confused. Keep reminding each other to be careful. You don't understand what I'm asking. I remember it was a monster. The train had to stop before. Where people were camping started to shake. The mountain is shaking. It's a giant monster. Officer Chu-7 is watching in front of the mountain. Chu-7 is about to arrive, standing up and looking down. The monster's horn is beginning to rise. It soared up into the sky and then it turned and plummeted down. It has a lot of legs. It looks like a giant centipede. This monster has 3 red eyes. The sharp teeth are coming out. My whole body is burning red. It's big, looking down. Where Officer Chu-7 is standing. The beast opened its mouth and fanged with a roar. The scream is very loud, like a wave of sound. Fly to everyone in the distance. Its destructive power is enormous. It makes people wobble. People fly up. What level is that monster after all? It's scarier than a dry widow. Minha is also striding right now. Try to stay strong. 2 hands in front. Suddenly you feel something is wrong. Fucking. If I can't move, I'm afraid. Remote observation. I saw that Chu-7 was alone. Standing in front of the giant monster. Minha aesthetic. This is a monster that is close to reaching army level. If it attacks us with the courage to resist. I don't have either. Officer Chu-7 raised his hands and adjusted his hat and glasses. I've been waiting for you. When the animal finished, he threw his glasses on the ground. In front of you is a monster. But the teacher didn't falter. I swear by your soul that you shine like the sun. Chu-7's eyes are now yellow. Your mouth screams with tears. The beast received the golden power from the teacher. He opened his mouth and bared his teeth. His whole body was attacked and embraced by Ki's tremendous power. Officer Chu-7's eyes lit up again. Shout out orders. The teacher raised her face to the sky, unleashed the great power of submission. The wild beast writhing. Endlessly growling and screaming the fence edge. The beast writhing in the mountains. Teacher Chu-7 used as much as he could. My eyes glowed and my mouth cried out to God. The eye of the beast. It was now invaded by the power of the clergy. It's turned yellow. His mouth was wide open and he could see his throat screaming. The monster's eyes slowly dwindled and his whole body was motionless. The 7-year-old returned to normal form. The beast was tamed. It lay still on the ground. Minha open mouth. Superhuman ability of Teacher Chu-7. It's spiritual control. That's a powerful monster near the supply station. However, he was forced to subdue Chu-7. Run fast towards the monster. Minha called Chu-Quan. Chu-7 dark faces glanced back. He spoke. Minha, I'm sorry. The mediocre seniors, we didn't bring a bright age. It's safe for you. On the contrary, they make you grind your teeth, fighting for your own life. Seen from behind the majestic figure of Joe. Minha questions Chu-7. Why do you suddenly say these words? The officer turned his face and there was a lot of blood. He continued, but at least I used my body, this ordinary body, to protect the bright future. 15 to the super fake. Minha round 2 eyes Teacher Mantra 7. Minha called out to the teacher. At this time, Joguan's feet were no longer stable. You're leaning backwards. Minha rushed to the front. Hand reached out and cried out to Officer Chu-7. What is in front of you right now is the shadow. Stand next to the monster. He's reaching out to grab something. A boy with a worried face. Who bent down screaming. Officer Chu's eyes before slowly closing. Just seeing that. Manhwa is lying on the ground, still hands out. You saw Officer Joe fall down the cliff. The call is not over. My hands are helpless and I cry. Look down below. His tears rolled down the corners of his eyelashes. Looking back at the monster. It still bared its teeth, but it didn't look as violent as before. Now it's as good as a pet. His eyes were completely tamed. By the power of Teacher Chu 7. My hands touched the monster. You're broken now. 7. This is your way of life. I left you all behind. I told you so much along the way. The teacher constantly adjusted his hat to cover his mystical eyes. Manhwa bowed his face regretfully. I didn't realize I was sorry. You sit in front of the mountain. Since when has the director been watching? Suddenly, a hand was placed on Manhwa's shoulder. Looking up, he called the lost commander. She looked at you with deep sadness. One hand touching Manhwa's shoulder, one hand she brought Manhwa to speak. I'm going to get that son of a bitch. I will definitely do it. We all believe what you just said. I just hugged you in my arms. I'm sure I will. I can't suppress my emotions right now. Lak Long also shed tears. We all trust you. Someone is on the side. It's like a child crying more and more. Your tears are pouring down. I will definitely do it. I can definitely do it. The beast has flown high, leaving to little people below. Moving the scene of the camp. Now the beast is lying docile. Let everyone move on their backs, far away from the top of people. Admire so cool everyone. People urge each other to hurry up. Some people find it scary. The man shouted loudly, "Okay, it's over. Let's go." He sat on his knees and ordered the monster. "All right, now get us out of this maze." He said, "Yes, everyone." It's packed on the back of the monster. It's starting to fly out of here. At the foot of the mountain is guarded and fenced carefully. The man spoke on the radio. "Contact Control Center. We need to get the situation inside quickly. Be alert around. Don't let anyone into the maze." The monster flew out of the danger zone. Looking up at everyone, buzzing monsters appear. Soldiers are ready to raise their guns. Suddenly there's a careful voice. "Stand on the back of the monster." She waved her hand down. "I am lost, commander of this military training." She raised her hand. "This mutant giant creature has been tamed." Everyone below heard the news. Everyone was so happy they were still alive. That's great. They won the maze. They're still alive. Naruto's guards had bright eyes that could not hide the glad to speak up. Everyone packed their bags and slipped off the back of the monster. All gathered in the forest solemnly reported. The guards managed to get 346 students out safely. The South Capitol Guard excitedly responded. "In a sudden accident like this, you've done very well." He turned to ask. "The members of her faculty are Sao?" The smile on her lips flashed away. Glass bar. The officers of the army returned to the team. Mentioned the name of the band. Lanchu 7. She replied with a sad face. "He was killed in the line of duty." To hear the answer, the South Capitol Guards changed their expressions. They raised their hands in earnest. Thank the soldiers for their service to the nation. Transfer Police Academy Deputy Academy of Namdoman Academy Deputy. Hands with their mouths open. Namdo Academy carved the core of their labor. At Namdo Academy, the deputy's ass is standing in front of the podium in the audience. Hero Memorial Service. Everyone below is dressed in black. And stand very seriously. The assistant put his hand to the left, towards the three people holding the sign on their stomach. They're the benefactors of Namdo Academy. We are also heroes and heroes. They deserve our respect and respect. Look closer, not the sign. It's a picture of 3 local heroes. Lanchu 7 was killed. As assistant talking loud, "Please look here." And send them off on the last road. A minute of silence begins. Everyone is silent and grateful. Flirting among the people below. There's a man who's bowing his head and laughing. Holding in his hand the list, he continued to speak. "Next, we're going to be praising the students. Has excellent performance during a sudden accident. This time the first class feat anonymous student. Thank you for your great contribution to the academy." Manhwa stood solidly next to everyone, buzzing. That's a first-rate A. Only 3 teachers have died. In the distance someone speaks. I heard that among the students. One of them is a member of the Long organization. It's definitely that person. This group of people also spoke. Among our students, member of Long Nassau. He certainly made a very important contribution. The person asking the question, who is that person? It's so mysterious. There's no telling. I want to know who it is more than you. I haven't seen anyone stand out yet. A boy spoke up. That's a great honor that he didn't receive. Change it to me. I just want the whole school to know. The guy next to me is also right. It's a first-class feat. Second-class feats. Long-term student in class to a teaching assistant to follow the delegation. You hear your name and you're not happy. The guy nearby gave me a thumbs up. Whoa. It's a long time. This is the pride of the second class. We turn our corner to talk about. Long time. I heard she killed master-level monsters alone. It saved the lives of nearly 100 new students. The guy who locked you down couldn't stop admiring you for a long time. She is forever a goddess. A boy told me. You may have saved us a life. I was at the battle. You are really too strong. I'm willing to protect only my whole life. The guy next to you said they saved your life. It's about protecting people from embarrassment. But ex-deputy, continue to commend Gnome Rescue Class BA. Students saved themselves in class to a teaching assistant to follow the delegation. That's a girl with short hair. Gentle expression. The glasses guy laughed happily. Freshman class to do physics, the key relief. Second grade student Minho. Important relief work mentioned by name. Your face is always sad. Girl with long hair. It's also on the list. New students in class 2. Important relief work. The deputy's buttocks became serious. I had an accident this time. I'm sure everyone is aware. The brutality of the outside world. In fact, the unexpected incident you experienced this time. It's every day for every superhuman being. The evil spirits always appear raging. Soldiers have always directly confronted it. Buttocks Institute Vice Mike reminder. They use their bodies and their will to build a peaceful city for you. Only then can we have that precious peace. In this era, there's something I'm sure of. In the future, I am sure you will not be following my expectations. People from above. Students stand up straight. Courage to walk through danger. I saw a very different future. I want everyone to listen seriously. Surely that future will be full of life. Just like you are. End of words. All clap together. I noticed someone clapping superficially. Who didn't bother to clap their hands?